Commence primary ignition.
Hello, this is Nelson Lee. I play Senator Hamato Ziono on Ahsoka, and you are watching the Virtual Cantina Network.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
So hi there.
Good morning, Virtual Cantina Network.
Hey there, Virtual Cantina Network.
Hi, everyone at Virtual Cantina Network.
Hello, Virtual Cantina Network.
Hey, Virtual Cantina Network.
Hey, Spencer and Virtual Cantina family.
Just want to give a huge shout out to Virtual Cantina Network.
And I just want to congratulate you, Virtual Cantina Network, for reaching 100,000 fans.
Hey, Virtual Cantina. Virtual Cantina.
You guys are the best. And gals.
You guys are all awesome.
I just wanted to give a big shout out to my friends at Virtual Cantina Network.
Virtual Cantina. Her secret. You're not a secret anymore.
Virtual Cantina Network was the first group to invite me to any Star Wars related event way back at London Celebration. So again, congratulations, Virtual Cantina Network.
And I want to say congratulations, Virtual Cantina, for reaching 100,000 members on Facebook. Woo!
Congratulations, Virtual Cantina Network.
Congratulations on 100,000 members, myself included.
I just want to say a big congratulations on the 100K to Spencer and all the crew over at Virtual Cantina. Right on.
We want to say congratulations, Virtual Cantina, 100,000! Yeah!
And may the force be with you always. Stay amazing, my friends.
May the Force be with you always.
Keep up the great work.
May the Force be with you.
Congratulations, guys.
And may the Force be with you.
Many congratulations.
May the Force be with you.
So, congratulations.
May the Force be with you always.
This is the way I've spoken.
Love, love, love you, and may the force be with you always.
You guys are amazing. All right. Cheers. May the force be with you all.
Let's take on the Empire all together, and may the force be with you.
This is the way.
And may the Force be with you always. Yo.
All right.
Hello there.
Here. Whoops. Frank.
Hi, everyone.
That was an awesome video, guys. It was really cool to feel.
Great
Thank
job
you.
putting all that together, Jeff. Welcome, everyone, to an incredibly special episode of what is usually the Thursday night watch-along, but tonight it is more of a Thursday night hangout. We are celebrating something big over here. You see it right there on the screen. You heard it from a whole bunch of Star Wars actors. 100,000 members on our Facebook page. Thank you, everyone who has joined us in this incredible Star Wars journey. Tonight is all about celebrating you guys, the members, our family members, our friends, looking back on all of the awesome memories we've had since the group got started. And we're going to take a little trip down memory lane and do a whole bunch of cool stuff together. First up, did want to say thank you to VIP Home Theaters. They are hosting our show tonight. They are sponsoring our show tonight. They are our host for Diana Lee Inosanto. We have an event coming up with them in just a few weeks in Chicago. Tickets are on sale, and we are 50% off sold right now. Sold 50% sold out. Hopefully, we'll see a bunch of you there. This is our next big event, but tonight we are all about looking back at the last almost 9 years now for the group. Who was here from the beginning and can speak to like when this started? Right. Yeah. The pointing is back. There's John.
Yeah, John. Pointing.
Excellent. All right. Well, with that, I want to do a quick intro of everyone on screen. So we've got I'll say the heavy hitters over here. So let's start with John and make our way back around. Everyone, please introduce yourself and tell us what you do for the network.
Hi, my name's John. If you know, I was the original founder 9.5 years ago at this point, and right now I do the Jedi Archive video every other Sunday with Bryce and Mike.
Am I next? Are we going this way? Are we going around?
You, Dave.
Okay, so I'm Dave, and I am one of the producers here on the Virtual Cantina Network, and I do the Thursday night watch-alongs and one of the alternating Sunday show, The Unifying Force.
And I'm Jeff, and I am a host usually on Thursdays on the watch-along, and I was producer for Rebels Revisited for that show's run, and I handle a lot of other things and admin the page. So I'm basically Dave's other compatriot in what we have to deal with.
I'm Frank, one of your admins.
Frank is selling himself short.
And much more than that.
Well, Star Wars Autograph News, celebrating autographs, part of the ownership team. Like I said, we brought out the heavy hitters for tonight. Frank and I go way back. We're going to talk 2019 later. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm your MC for the evening. I'm Mark. I'm the host of Clone Wars Revisited, formerly the host of Rebels Revisited, programming director here at the VCN, and producer on Daughters of the Galaxy, and upcoming producer on new show I Know, which is coming. So I'm very excited about that. And last but not least, we can pass it over to Spencer.
Hi, I'm Spencer. I am the CSO of the Virtual Cantina Network, the Chief Shenanigans Officer. So I'm glad all my shenanigizers, my shenaniguys and shenanigals are joining us tonight. And I just can't believe it. We are at 100,000 members on Facebook. This is absolutely ridiculous. And thank you all for being part of our Virtual Cantina family.
Yeah, this is definitely emotion. I was feeling the emotions as we were getting ready for this. It's definitely a big milestone. When I was telling people about 100,000 members, they were asking me, what platform is that on? And how long have you been doing this? And I was like, it's a while. 100,000 on Facebook is really incredible. So in the way in which we're celebrating tonight, we're doing a few things differently than we normally do on a Thursday night watch along. You have watched what you're going to watch already, the video from all of those awesome Star Wars actors. We're going to be doing a slideshow of some of our favorite things that have happened over the last 9 years. We have some giveaways. We have some new merch to announce. And we want to get stories from people on screen. And then we want to bring people on screen as well. So starting around 10 p.m. Eastern, so in about 20 minutes, we're going to be asking people in the chat who wants to join us on air to talk about their experiences on the network and everything. And you'll be getting a link to join in your Facebook messages. So be on the lookout if you want to come on air and chat with us.
And we will be showing you that video again. So you guys,
yes.
It was quick. It was at the beginning. Not everybody was on at that time, but we will be showing that again as part of the show as well.
Yep. I hear there's an even much longer version.
They're long.
Yes, we'll do a whole YouTube of that as well. And when it comes to giveaways, I think everyone has seen the first one already, the Grogu statue. We've been threatening to give this away for weeks now. It's finally happening. So
yes, my wife's in the chat right now, and she's so excited for that to leave my house. So
she's the only person removing names from the giveaway list. She took out.
That's okay, Amanda. We've got it. We've got you entered, so you can win it, and it can live there permanently.
Oh man, she'll be so mad. So Grogu is going to find a brand new home tonight. We also have some other giveaways planned that we're going to announce a little bit deeper into the show. So be on the lookout for that. We also have some new merch going on sale to celebrate the 100K, some new shirts that are out on TeePublic. Who designed the shirts? Was it Jeff and Dave? Do you guys want to talk about this?
So it's 100K and it's a giant milestone. So we fought about it and we rock, paper, scissors, and we thought we won, and then we both did our separate. We both did one. So you can get not one, but you can get two different 100,000 family members shirts because Jeff and I couldn't decide on one. So, wear our t-shirt. You should. You can go to www.tpublic.com/user/virtual cantina. You can get this shirt, this one coming up right here.
Don't tell us which one's which. Don't, because blind taste test. We need to find out who outsells who.
Pepsi challenge.
Survey the panel. Spencer can't answer because Spencer knows.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know. So this is the first one. Gold and blue. Okay. That's choice one.
We've got this shirt, or you can get this shirt.
Oh, by the way, I could tell which one is which, just knowing you two. But so I love both. I'm going to buy both because I'm not about to contribute to the decision making. But we do need you guys to choose. Of our 100,000 fans would each buy a shirt. We'd be in business.
They can go buy both.
Yep.
So
even better.
And they're both on sale right now for the next 48 hours for $16. So you buy them now. So
good timing.
Dave, could you put the banner up to show the URL since it's live now?
Oh, the ticker.
Yeah.
I think we have a ticker for the TeePublic too.
We do.
Also, I hear a rumor they come in sleeveless. So because
I think you're sporting the one right there. That's from our Pride collection, which is also available on the TeePublic. You can get all of the things there.
Sleeves are for quitters.
you and Kathy.
Yeah, it's pretty much us. I don't know how many sleeveless we sell, but it's just the two of us. So please, thank you, Lila. Please get both. So new merch, giveaways, memories, stories, all sorts of stuff. So, and I think that's the top of the business. So let's get into what we're really here to talk about. We're going to wax poetic about the beginning of the network, and we're going to start with John. So you were one of the original founders. Can you take us back to, was it 2016, of how all of this started and came together?
So it actually goes back to 2015. 2015 was Anaheim celebration, and I met a man there. Y'all know him as Alan. That doesn't really say much anymore, but we have started the YouTube page. The YouTube page is actually over 10 years old, if you guys knew that. So we started a YouTube page, and then we met on the Anaheim one. And then this was like the last celebration where they did not announce the location at the end of the show. So they didn't know the location. And so it was a couple months later. No, it was actually probably a year later, because it was 2015 and 2016. So yeah, it was a year later. And it was May the 4th. And then they announced the date. And so I was like, I remember how much fun I had in the Anaheim 2015 group. That's where I said Alan, and it's a very good social place. Only had about 6,000 members, but if you had a question, ask it, people would answer it. Really good place to answer it. It's like, well, that's what I want to do. Especially since then, Facebook had different policies. Once you hit over 5,000 people, you cannot change your name. So the group name. So I was like, well, I want to be the first one to make the group. May the 4th announced it. I made it. And then for the next 3 months, I joined over 50 Star Wars groups and plastered them with spam. Just join our group. And so pretty quickly, we got around 4,000. Then I paused it because we could not go over 4,000. So I wanted to save be able to change the name for afterwards. And right around then is when we brought Spencer up. Because Spencer joined, and at that point he was just, I think he was made a moderator.
And there goes the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well,
caused a lot of friction, a lot of sandpaper in the beginning. He came to us and said, "Hey, can I throw an event?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure, just be part of it." And we kind of brought him on as a moderator, and that's kind of, we had our first thing in Orlando that year, and for how little the group was, it's still pretty. It had lots of fun. You can see the thing
right there. That's what we're talking about.
Redact that.
Are you trying to send us to prison?
Yes, well, that's the first one, but yes, we're talking about like by the
Plausible
time we get around to number
deniability.
2.
I don't remember who exactly designed the pin, but I mean, I think it was Spencer. He put annual on it. Even though
Well, there's a whole story behind that, yes. But
Precursors.
the first 3 pins were actually designed by Kevin Lyle over at the Norse Legion. So,
and they're actually great looking pins. Yeah, it's just yeah, we didn't actually have too much branding going on. Okay, just here's our pin, and it was a lot of fun. And after that, immediately that next day, we changed it to. They did announce it to Chicago. We changed it to Chicago, letting the 1,000 so people that were in the queue went over 5,000, just like that. And then we thought we were going to be locked in, but then shortly after Chicago, they let change the names. That's
nice.
The beginnings of it. I don't know if we're going to talk about the beginnings of virtual Cantina, or Spencer going to talk about that.
Yeah,
we'll have a chance to
we'll get to that. For sure. So you couldn't change the name when you had if you went over a certain amount of members back in the mid-teens.
It must have been around 1920, around there, because it was after Chicago they changed that rule, because we were going to be locked in on Chicago, and it was like, well, I mean, I think by Chicago probably around 10,000. We're like, well,
then you'd have to
that was a good run. Let's make
a new page and people to join that.
Oh, that would have sucked.
That's one of the funny things that the ability to change the name has become such a thing. Like literally the second it happens, the page is updated.
People were like laughing because I was not even out of the hall after the panel in Japan changed to Los Angeles. Before I left the hall, people were like, "Wait, it's changed already?" I'm like,
"Yes."
Well, they just posted it up on the page. So, I mean, on the screen. News.
I mean, it was one of the things that really did help us grow, because when people look up the celebration, they look up the event, and then they always look up the largest group. And so I was one of the first ones to do, like I said, Chicago, and I plastered the internet with that, so we grew up bigger. And then there was no other Chicagoans at that size, and then we were able to change the name after Orlando, Chicago. So it really helped us get that footage. Then when we had a really strong, there weren't any celebration pages that big at the time. They were all landlocked or whatever at 6,000. They would change their name already. So it really did help us. And that was always a strategy. Always.
It definitely keeps us in the moment, timely. We know we have our finger on the pulse, right? I know people who've told me they come to this Facebook page for news on Celebration before they go to the official Star Wars channels. And I know we're not supposed to say that, but it is accurate.
Well, the funny thing you should say about that, and I'm going to take over here, and this actually ties in what John was talking about to both Frank and to your history, Mark, is the group really started taking off in 2019. And one of the things I think that was best about the group in 2019 is Frank, as we know, runs Star Wars Autograph News, which is one of the preempted autographing websites for Star Wars fans in the world. And at that time, Mark was working for Topps and was very much involved with Star Wars Celebration. And some of you might know, some of you might not know, or might remember, is on Wednesday afternoons at 12 o'clock Eastern, every Wednesday, I would do a live video from my office with the guests that are being announced for that day. And the funny thing is literally 5 minutes before we would get on air, I would get a text message from Frank from an email that he got from Mark with the names. So basically, as the names were released, we were live. So that's how we actually became like growing, and people coming to us. And it's not stopped from there. Maybe because also in some wacky capacity that I live online and I get all the posts first, so I get to post it right there. And I also figure out the algorithms. But we've also gained a reputation as being the group that gets the information first out for Celebration, where a lot of people come to us instead of going to the main page, which, hey, I'm not going to complain, you know? but yeah, 100,000 members. I mean, it's really great. I mean, I feel very fortunate to have been here pretty much since the beginning. And as John mentioned, I just wanted to go to karaoke. Like literally, that's what the first event was. I wanted to go to karaoke and I wanted to go to Universal. So I was starting to do this whole event and talking with John and the other two admins. I'm like, yeah, let me come on and I'll run the event and we'll do this whole thing. And it's just become this whole other world.
And it snowballed and went downhill when Chief Palpatine started singing Hamilton.
Yes, that was fun. So, but to give a little bit of insight on during COVID, when we had changed our name, we changed it to the Virtual Cantina Network. We actually needed a moniker, like we wanted a group name because we were getting so big, and that's when like we started doing the different shows and the watch-alongs and the happy hour. It was just us coping with COVID, and the last. Frank will talk about this as well, is the last con to be canceled before COVID started was Ace Comic-Con Boston. And it was supposed to be the first Comic-Con with Ewan McGregor and Hayden together. And it was going to be in Frank and my backyard. And they canceled that like a week before the world shut down, like completely shut down. And that's really the antithesis of what the Virtual Cantina started as. But bringing it back a little bit, our events, and we'll talk about this, has become we just lost Frank again.
Frank's been having some I think, network issues. We'll have him back in a bit.
But we've, celebration in its capacity. I mean, Boonty Eve has become a celebration, annual event. Like people wait for our events, which is absolutely incredible.
Well, we're talking about the events. We talked about 1 and 2, and you're talking about Boonty Eve right now. Let's get down into that.
Sure. So let's talk about this. This was Anaheim, which was just after the name change, after we received the cease and desist, and we changed it to Boonty Eve, which is a better name than what we had before anyway.
It makes a lot of sense, actually, for the events.
It absolutely does, in theory. So we took over Big's Bar and Grill in Anaheim, outside of Anaheim, and we had 5 guests, and the second Alderaan Idol, which was a lot of fun in itself. Great event, over 500 people show up, for that throughout the entire day. That was our typical 8-hour event. Moving on from Anaheim, we had another. You don't need those Bunta bucks. We don't like those.
Yes. Darth Spencer dollars.
It was raining Bunta bucks.
Yeah, when I was singing, you had a dollar machine like shooting on me.
Make it rain.
Make it rain. But what was the next event, Dave?
We have so many events right down there.
Okay, then we had Bunta London, which was absolutely incredible. We had the Breakfast Club. So
Breakfast Club.
We had the Twi'lek John Bender right there. That event sold out in a day and a half. We had over, I would say, 20 guests there, which was absolutely incredible, including also having Blues Harvest, who is a renowned Star Wars cover band, do an acoustic set during it. That was absolutely an incredible event in itself. Moving on, we had our family vacation.
The summer of craziness.
The summer of crazy. What was it? It was 24 last year. We had 3 Boonta Eves at 3 locations up and down the western seaboard.
And you should clarify, those are Boonta Eve's special editions. They don't get the Roman numeral in front of it for all the confusion out there, because we have to follow the structure of the Star Wars movies, where they're very structured but also very confusing.
Yes. So we've actually had as many special editions now as many Boontas we have. So we've literally done about 10 events in the last 10 years, which has been incredible. But they were all incredible. Different actors and crew members joined us, from Los Angeles to Anaheim to San Francisco. And it was just an absolutely incredible trip, those who went on it. Moving on.
More Bunta.
Hang on.
Okay,
There we go.
Gorbunta, we were over at ICCCon in Nashville, and we brought in 2 guests with us last year. That was a lot of fun. Nice little intimate bunta. I would say about close to 100 people who showed up for that one. A lot of great time, and I want to thank Mike Havens and ICCCon for hosting us for that event. Moving on from there.
I'm getting there.
The Not So Virtual Cantina Special Edition Japan, which sold out in 4 minutes this year on New Year's Day. I couldn't keep up with doing the counter because my phone kept on dinging. I'm like, well, I guess we're sold out. Wall-to-wall people was fantastic. We had to push the event an extra hour because we had 100 people outside waiting to get into the hub to come see us in Japan, which was absolutely amazing.
I just want to hover on that comment for a moment about 2024. What an epic year with a celebration, the events in Texas, hitting 100,000 this year. Like this, it's kind of wild what's happened in the past 52 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
And then we just came back. We had Bunty Special Edition in Texas, which had over 500 people at it, which was our largest event to date. Incredible event. Thank you very much to Kentucky, Bobby, and Josh over at Rebel Scum Con. We had an absolute blast, and we can unofficially say that we will be back in 2026 and 2027. We did sign a 2-year agreement with Rebel Scum Con, so we're very, very excited about continuing that relationship. But yeah, I mean, we just thrive on, the big joke between Frank and I is we're called a virtual cantina, but we do more live events than we're on virtually. So we got so many other great events coming up. And wait, where did that come from?
I don't know what's on screen.
I don't know if that slide was supposed to be there.
Was something there? Was there something there?
Okay.
I don't know.
But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself right now. But what I want to talk about right now is back in 2019, I was looking to take a little bit of break after Chicago, and I was looking to bring in another admin. And one of the things I knew that we had to do at that time was expand in a different way to be more inclusive into other realms of the fandom. And one thing that I was always a fan of going to Comic-Cons myself is getting autographs. So I forged a friendship with Frank and brought him in because I felt that at that time, and still consider that to be something that we're very much passionate about. So I'm very glad. And, Frank, talk about, you coming into the group and from there.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, I've loved Star Wars since I was, 4 or 5 years old, since the first movie came out, and always been looking for ways to celebrate that and explore that. It's always been in my life. And celebrations to me, as you all know, everyone here watching, everybody in the group, 100,000 of you, when you're at Celebration, it's a special thing. And I had gone to, before I had met Spencer, I'd gone to, I think at that point I'd gone to everyone since my first one was Celebration 5 in Orlando. I love Celebration. I love the feeling of Celebration. I love being there surrounded by all of us who are there because we love Star Wars. And we don't, certainly at that time, there was online communities sometimes weren't the most pleasant places to be. And when I was talking to Spencer, got to know Spencer, and we're talking about doing this, I said one thing that I would think would be very important is if we try to match that vibe, that feeling that we all have when we're at Celebration, when we're surrounded, walking down the hall and there's an Ewok and there's a, Tusken Raider, and there's Luke Skywalker, and there's a different Luke Skywalker, and there's a different Luke. But that feeling, but everyone is happy. Yeah, obviously lines are not fun for anybody, and when the store runs out of merch, that stuff aside, it's a very special feeling. And I thought if we could let that be our guiding force, that this online community would feel like Celebration, and it was positive, and it was supportive, And, we recognize that people are coming into this at all levels of fandom and experiences. And there are going to be a lot of questions. And how do we address when people have questions? How can we do that respectfully when, we're getting the same questions 1,000 times? There was a lot of discussion about, numbers are great. 100,000 members is unbelievable. It is amazing. I've been in shock all week, even though, we knew it was coming. That means nothing if there's no heart to the group. That means nothing without the people behind it and you, the members who make it a place where 100,000 people want to be and spend time. And to me, the fact that we've grown in ways that I blow my mind. But the heart's always been there, and that's remained something that's been very important to all of us. And I think that's something to be, just as the numbers, again, is something to be proud of, but the fact that we maintained and have maintained that feeling, when Spencer says we're family and somebody's a member of the family, he means it. We are, that's just as important as the numbers. The people, thank you, Bruce. Yeah, it's the people that make it. And again, 100,000 members, amazing, but it's amazing just as much because Jim, happy birthday. I missed your birthday the other day. I'm sorry. Happy birthday. Stop everything. Jim, Scooby, I forgot your birthday. Happy birthday. I hope you had a great one. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Anyway, so that's my biggest thing. And that was something I stressed to Spencer when we first talked about me coming on board, is that, it's got to be someplace positive. And that was never an issue. It's always been like that. And my first event was Chicago, and we had Kevin Thompson and Tracy, and they were signing autographs, that little tiny little corner. And I got to judge, and it was so much fun. And I was hooked. And, it was, it's amazing to see when Spencer just went through all the events, and I've been to some of them. I haven't been to all of them. I've been to some of them. Everything that this group has done, and the people, I hate to point people out, but I have to point to Jeff and Dave and everybody. That doesn't single anybody. I have to stress, because I don't know that people recognize, when you see all these shows and all these things happening, the huge part that they played in it. But everyone, and I hesitate to mention anybody by name, but I would be remiss if I did not, while they're here right now, say how in what high regard I hold you both, but also everyone that's involved. But that your hard work is definitely recognized, and it doesn't always get noticed. So
they're the unsung heroes for the group. I keep on saying that all the time. So we would not look half as pretty if it wasn't for those two guys. So you guys deserve
the unsung hero.
Yes.
So, Spencer, when we talking,
I have producer credit, so I could put that comment up on the screen.
I know YouTube can do things.
Nice.
Got button control, unlike Skip. Where's Skip?
So are we talking about favorite moments yet? Because now that we were talking, there's a favorite moment. You going to do that a little bit later?
We can do it now. Jump on it now. And then we'll continue our way around.
Do whatever you want.
So one of my favorite moments, and there's been a lot of favorite moments, Spencer and I, so it's the family vacation, and we're in San Fran, and we're at the Rock outside. It was going to be the talk outside the studio.
Oh yeah.
3210.
Right. And so we're there, and Hal is getting up to do his talk, and then Lauren Peterson walks up, and he starts talking, and I go up to Spencer, I was like, "Did you plan this?" And no, it just came by.
This is not a family show right now. You actually said to me, first off, you said, "Did you plan this?" No. You said, "Is that fucking Lauren Peterson?"
Right there. There you go. Right here.
Yeah. Lauren and Hal front and left.
And I was just like, what?
Yeah. We've done some amazing things. We had a lot of fun. That was one that was just like, that surprised me, because there's a lot of planning that goes into these events. And we kind of, oftentimes there's surprises planned that we have in store for people. But when I'm surprised, when I'm sitting there and I see Lauren Peterson
Surprise
walking
of
up,
the surprise.
that was a very, very special moment. That was a lot of fun.
And when we saw him in Texas, he's like, "Oh, you were those guys." So he remembered us.
Those guys.
He didn't just remember us; he saw us come in.
Yeah.
That was.
Amazing.
I'm sad I missed that part. I was on the Southern California part of the family vacation, so I missed the North. But I've heard that story a few times now, and it was definitely a moment. I think we have a ton of those that we're going to continue to capture throughout the show. And I know we're coming up on 10 o'clock. We're going to quickly move over to Jeff and Dave to get their quick intros of how they joined the group and everything. And then we're going to start pulling people up into the show. So, Jeff, let's start with you because I think you joined the group in 2017 in Orlando. Is that right?
I joined before Orlando. I was part of probably one or two other celebration groups, always looking for info. And I might have been one of those 1,000 whatever that were in the queue waiting to be okayed, but just was like, frequenting the page. I don't know for sure, but I know that I'm pretty sure that when I joined, it was around 5,000. So it's very likely that got me, access, so to speak, to the page. So yeah, when it was fresh and, I was looking, I joined a handful of pages, and I think once I was able to connect with, and post about stuff and whatever, I liked the feedback that I got, and they kept it from being a troll fest, which was very, nice in these days, especially nowadays. But so, I was basically just a member, and then saw that they were going to do an event, and was like, oh, cool, they got a pin if you go, and it's going to be, a hangout thing. I'd only been maybe to, actually, probably a couple, 3 bashes and not many other offsite things at the time. So I was interested in finding new things for different days leading through the con. Having an event the night before I thought was really cool. And they had a cool pin. I liked the design, except for there was some wording on it I thought was suspect, but literally I did. And so
Jeff has been critiquing the graphics since before the graphics were Jeff's problem.
Went and hung out at the karaoke place. Wasn't big into karaoke, still am not, but one of these days you'll see me up there. And was I was more about the hangout and the swag and whatever, and going to City Walk as well. I didn't go to the parks like Spencer may have, but I was about was interested in going to City Walk as well while I was in Orlando for the first time or second time, whatever it was. No, it was third time by then. Anyway, so speed that up. I went to that event, got my swag, took some pictures, met some people that I've met many times since then. I believe I got my pin from Frank. No, you weren't involved yet, were you?
You probably got Chicago.
Okay, so
Chicago's my first one.
I definitely met up and talked to you at Chicago, but in Orlando, I probably got it from John or Alan or something. I don't remember interacting with Spencer right away. I do remember interacting with Spencer prior to the Super Bowl that year because it was the Patriots versus the Rams, and he's from Boston, I'm from LA, and so I was like, let's bet a drink at Boonta, and that way, I had a extra reason to go. And again, it was an event that they were putting on. I was all about going to the next thing because I'm going to celebration. I want to have fun, meet up with new people, do the celebration experience, and that's part of it for sure. And so walked into an amazingly packed bar. I was stunned. It was like not what I was expecting, especially compared to the first one, because it was a full area, but it wasn't like the whole place wasn't full. This place was packed, but it was a little bit smaller. And I'm like looking, and I see this figure standing up next to the singers at the front of the room, and I'm like, oh, there's my mark, and I have to go work my way up to Spencer and say, what drink am I getting you?
And one of the people I do remember from that night is when you came over and you handed me a beer, and I was like,
yep. So Bud Light.
Jeff. Jeff,
to the bar and back with my Bud Light for Spencer, and had that interaction. Was like, debt paid kind of thing. And then, tried to mingle with people, but it was so packed. I remember talking to Kevin for a little while. Probably said hi to a bunch of people that we'd sort of talked to online previously, is before Zoom. Did that thing. I remember seeing Spencer one time in the convention hall that weekend at the actual convention, and he was on his way to like his time to get in the store or something, panel, whatever.
To be fair, if you saw me on the floor, that was a rarity, because I want to give props to Mr. Von Ohlen, because I lived my life in that autograph hall, and he had, to this day, I still say, the best autograph hall in Star Wars Celebration.
Oh yeah. This was literally like nowhere near the autograph hall, so that was interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways, went to the second event, enjoyed it, was like kind of amazed at how popular they had gotten. And then the pandemic hit, and I was tasked by Spencer, voluntold as it were, to help him out. Well, he had seen graphics I had posted of things here and there, and different stuff I had done. So he was like, "Hey, graphics guy, can you make some graphics for this page and maybe, help it stand out a little bit?" And that was that.
It was all over from.
And then we've had amazing events since then, and so many. It's amazing. It's like, so I've been part of everything since then, both graphics wise and organizationally, and it's been a ride. So,
and Jeff, you're one of the only one of us, or in the group and people behind the scenes. You've been to every celebration, or
11 celebrations in total at this point. 10
every domestic celebration.
10 domestic celebrations, 1 through what they would call 10, but it was what was the last one? 2022, as opposed to, it would have been CX, if they had gone the way that they had started. So literally it started out as celebration. They had no idea what they were even going to do, whatever. They did this. It was a fan club that put it on with the grace or blessing of, Lucasfilm, etc. They did get involved to an extent, but it was a weird situation. We can talk about celebrations in general later if we want. But first one I went to when I was leaving with my friend. I'd met some people online prior, and so I met them at the con, which was really cool. Went there with a buddy of mine. We were leaving, and I was like, if they ever do this again, I'm there. I think I'm going to be at every one, And went to an indie, 2 in Orlando. Oh no, went to an indie, 1 in LA, which was amazing because I'm from LA. It's very nice to have a home con. 2 in Orlando, back in Anaheim, back to Orlando, then Chicago, then back to Anaheim. And then I was like, well, if I would have known they were going to do 2 international ones in a row, the likelihood is I might have gone to London as opposed to Japan. But now they're doing Japan and they haven't come back to the States. I got to go to Celebration.
Yes. Too long way.
So it was fun to actually do one international for the first time. But, that's a lot of celebrations. I know people that have done all of them, and, more power to you. But, I enjoyed I've enjoyed everyone I've gone to and met new people and had great experiences at all of them. So that's one thing I really like about Celebration in general, is the fact that literally I've met someone I probably interacted with online at every one, like a new person. So it's an experience in and of itself. So I don't want to continue to ramble. Let's get to Dave, and we can talk about other stuff later.
Well, before I tell my story, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what the next process is. Getting ready for everybody to bring in other people.
Yeah.
Is what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of share the link in little different places. Is those of you that are in the group know that there's 47 chats in the group. And I'm going to start sharing this to a couple of the chats, and then I'll share it to another chat, and we'll start to work people in, and we'll finally get it in the biggest chat for everybody watching, and we'll put all of those things through. So we're going to start to do that. I'm going to post it to those chats. We'll let you guys come in and get in the waiting room. And if Jeff, you'll handle the waiting room while I'm talking.
Keep an eye on it.
And then and we'll do that. So I'm going to go ahead and post some of those now.
The waiting room is you'll be able to hear the show and you'll probably be able to see it, but you won't be on stage and we won't be able to hear you. So you'll be backstage, so to speak. I don't know if you see other people that are backstage.
I don't know how that works. I very rarely in the backstage.
Okay, Spencer's got the info.
Yeah.
on
So
that.
also to let people know is that if the backstage is blocked off from you, just like celebration, tickets or
refresh.
Like the Big Bang Theory used to do. So
yeah, there'll be slots opening up. If that's an issue.
But we have things going on right now. But
this is sort of new to us, so we want to make sure you guys have your experience is as smooth as possible. We'll do our best.
Yeah. But so
we're going to try to get as many of you on screen as possible. I'm already seeing some of the links go into some of the chats.
Yeah, the links are going to the chat, so look for them there.
I like we got a first take.
We might have our first person.
Oh, do we got somebody here?
We're going to add them to the spot.
Not yet. Let's
do Dave first.
Hold on, I'll go ahead and give my schmear. I had heard about this group for a long time before. Is one of my coworkers, April, is a longtime member and had told me about all the kind of things and the shenanigans and the things that you guys do. I heard about the insanity that was Chicago. And she would come and regale me with that at work. And it finally got me onto the watch-alongs. Is the watch-along on Facebook and YouTube. I think it was the first one of Mando with Emily Swallow is the first one that I was just kind of checking out. It was really good. Really good. And to hear Emily's stories and everything going on, and it was a great watch along. And it just kind of got me hooked. And, then I joined the group and I'm in the group and I'm hearing all sorts of things. And then I hear about the first family vacation, right? The racers that Jeff and Spencer are wearing there. Hear about first family vacation in Orlando and I am a Disney person. So I just last minute kind of said the heck with it, bought some Disney tickets and showed up and
you haven't left.
Voluntold, never left, met some absolutely great people there. And I think it was Keato's birthday party was like the very first actual live event
that he almost didn't show up to.
Yes, that he was late.
How late were they?
Because he was at Universal.
Fashionably late. You don't show up early to your own birthday party.
We're taking our time at Universal. We don't got to meet up with these folks that are literally waiting for us. That's fine.
Yeah, but from there, it's history ever since. Is in here doing all the things.
John's tour guide was a Yeti.
Oh, that's true. You can't fault him for Yeah. But he did have his keys. But we'll talk about that.
Yeah, yes, John had his keys with him. So,
but speaking about that, I think this is a great segue because your first foray to the group was this person's foray to the group, and he became an absolute legend at the first family vacation. So let's
I sat next to this one at the Raglan Road. So cool.
Let's bring in the internet celebrity himself, Mr. Ski Pruckle.
Hey guys, how's it going?
We need this animated.
There's so many stories that get told about me at that.
This should be animated.
First family vacation. I remember that I had been paying attention to celebration and thought, that's something I'd like to do, something I'd like to do. And I finally said, screw it, I can afford to do this. I'm going to go do this. And so I got tickets. And of course, I'm sitting on a construction site with my phone and my computer on top of the hood of my truck watching stuff and trying to get tickets. And then, of course, 2020 comes along and here comes a pandemic and my first celebration gets canceled. So, but, and then it was time for, it was like, I'd been joined the page because I wanted to try and find some information about celebration. I wanted to know what to do, what was going on, what I should expect. And then, here comes family vacation. Everybody's bored. There's nothing to do. Florida's the only state that's really open. Let's go to Orlando. And I said to Bridget, I said, let's go. I said, worst case, yes, I know you too, Ashley. And worst case scenario is we'll just go do our own thing. We'll have the tickets. We'll be at the hotel and we'll do our own thing. But yes, many stories abound about the lost keys. As I got on the Harry Potter ride, we decided to rent a car instead of Uber because it was right when Uber was starting to kick in, but not totally overwhelming. And so Bridget and I rented a car. We had my daughter Avery and her friend Ellie with us, and got into the park, got on the Harry Potter ride, and I'm pretty sure that somewhere down at the bottom of the Harry Potter ride is some keys to this rental car. And I remember they wanted me to stay there. I'm like, I am not staying in this parking lot till 10 o'clock at night when some truck comes to get these. And I was like, no. We are off to the Wizard and see you later. Goodbye. Besides, I got to get to Jonathan's birthday party because, he's going to get there and I'm going to be the last one to show up. Oh, I'm sorry. Not the case. And so then we got back to the hotel. And we're like, okay, we'll ride the bus from the hotel over to Disney Springs. And Bridget's talking to her mom on her phone and hangs up. We get on the bus and we get to the restaurant. We get over to Raglan and I'm sitting there and Bridget's like, I don't have my phone. and I was like, oh, don't worry. I'm sure somebody will find it at the bus stop and they'll take it up to the front desk and we'll just go back when we get back and we'll get it. It'll be no problem. And all of a sudden, I look and I said, hey, you're calling me right now. And somebody found the phone and they called mom and dad first. And then her mom said, no, call her husband. They're in Florida. So then, what's contact is that? And so they got my number, called me, and we just said, take the phone to the front desk. And of course they did. But we had a blast. So, that's when
to be honest, you knew where the keys were, you just couldn't get them, right?
Yeah, no. It's like you're right there.
Getting into the bottom of that ride, and especially after I got so sick on that ride.
Oh no!
But
and Skip got voluntold at it kind of shortly after that point, the same as all of us. Is after the family vacation, Skip became like our fill-in host for like absolutely everything, right?
Well, I'm watching Rebels Revisited, and Mark is like, hey, if you would like to volunteer as a fill-in host, we'd love to have you. And so I reached out to him and said, I'd like to do it. I DJ'd in the past. I'd worked, weddings and that kind of stuff. Plus, I'd also worked in a nightclub and done that kind of work. So I was like, microphones do not intimidate me, nor do cameras. I'll try it out. And Mark reaches out and says, Ashley's not going to be able to make it this week. Would you like to come? And I'm like, great. I'm going to watch the show. We'll talk about the show. It'll be no problem. Oh, no, we're not watching the show this week. We're just going to talk about the Grand Inquisitor. And I'm like, oh, shit.
You got to do homework.
I'm Googling Grand Inquisitor to find out what species he is, and I'm like,
Okay. I fully sent you a term paper assignment for your very first,
here's the Google app that everybody is solely intimidated by.
Oh, my God. 81 pages of this thing. I was like, okay, so I have got my little, in front of my computer here, I've got my little pads, and I'd written on here, okay, this is the species and this is this, and I had some ideas. So when I got on, I knew I could contribute.
You were fabulous. And now where can we find you each week now? I see you every Monday.
Yes, every Monday. Come see us. Myself, Mark, Ashley, who's out there.
Well, and speaking of seeing everybody in there, let's see what else we can do right here.
Hey! There you go.
Look at that.
It's a Monday night revisited.
Yeah.
That's right.
I got my
Clone Wars Revisited. Yes. Yeah. Yes, come see us every Monday night. We have a big old time. Watch the show.
Nice.
You can hear me try and murder my way through the introduction of the episode.
Oh, it's the best part of the show. Also, everyone make sure you go get your Ski Pruckle
Yes,
t-shirt.
get your Ski Pruckle fan club on TeePublic right there.
It's required purchasing.
Yeah. The stack of t-shirts I have over here is out of control.
But seriously, Skip, thank you so much for all you do for the network. We appreciate if you go to a Bunta Eve event, he's either getting you into the building or kicking you out of the building.
Keeping you out. Yeah. He's our bouncer / greeter.
Working the door.
Skip, thank you so much for being a part of this group and a valued member. And thank you for jumping on.
We'll see you later.
Thanks, Skip.
You're welcome.
Hey,
I think with Skip, yeah. I think with Skip, it's just a great opportunity to say, how he jumped in, and it was an opportunity, and he didn't have experience. And Jeff and Dave, and just great examples of how people are joining in and contributing in great ways. You don't have to be, people think they have to have some type of qualification, or they're afraid they're afraid to jump in. Like, no, come in, we'll find something for you to do. I mean, Jeff and Dave have made this the graphics, and Skip, what you just said. Don't want to take up Ashley's time, but I think that was just a great example of how people stepping in
on camera.
Silly,
set it up.
You think we have qualifications?
It's almost better if you're unqualified. We will figure it out.
Oh yeah.
Which takes us to our origin story. So Ashley, tell everyone how we met and then formed our first show. I feel like that's the big
So back in 2018, I had just moved to Ohio and I was looking to get on Topps sketch cards for Star Wars, and my ex had been doing it for a long time. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you have that one. That's so cool. That's one of my samples that I showed Mark that day. So at New York Comic Con, I brought my portfolio up to the Topps booth because I wasn't getting anywhere with emails. And my friend who was a collector and knew Mark was like, I'll go introduce you. You can show him your work. I showed him my portfolio. He's like, yeah, email me on Monday. I'll put you in touch with our assistant brand manager. Thank you, Ski. Hi, Lonnie. And we just started. I started working for Topps there.
It was like
Mark
immediate.
Was my boss.
I was like, you're in. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, and I showed him. That was one of the cards that Dave has that I showed him. And it was just samples that I had done from Last Jedi because I loved it so much. And after that, I worked for Mark for about 3 years at that point. And you had gotten let go from Topps and we're on to other things at Ruby's. And you called me up and you're like, hey, Spencer and I are bouncing around this idea. We want to do a Rebels-centric show on the VCN. Are you interested in co-hosting? And as you can tell, and as you've seen over the years, I can talk your face off about Rebels. So I was like, yes, I'm in. I'd had a little bit of a streaming experience through working with Sideshow on their live streams a couple times. So it was like a chance to talk about what we love and bring everybody in and watch episodes and interview amazing voice actors like Philip Anthony Rodriguez, Taylor Gray, Vanessa Marshall, Julie Dolan. We've been so lucky in having these people on our show, and it's been such a ride about it, and I'm so excited to be a part of this every single week. And now that Rebels Revisited has ended, we go on to Clone Wars Revisited, and it's just
we
so
launched
much fun.
and retired a show and started 2 new ones together.
Yeah. It's
Speaking
just
of 2 new ones and the other shows, who else could we bring on that might be shows with Mark and Ashley?
Who could it be? I love this, pulling people in and cheers. Oh, cheers. I'll raise my glass.
Yes.
Of water. I got my Return of the Jedi mug.
100,000 members. Way to go.
Oh, congrats, everyone.
Wonderful.
Hey, I know them.
We know you too.
Thank you. Hi, Amanda.
So Sarah and JB, the
Hi,
Barnes. Sarah and Ashley host Daughters of the Galaxy on Wednesdays. And now a new show is popping up with the Barneses. I know we have a graphic for that. I know we can't pull in the graphic right now because we have you guys on screen.
Want to bet? We're working on it right now.
Oh, there we go.
Skills.
Yes.
Very nice. I know.
It's
Thanks, Notman. That's awesome.
That's very cool. So Sarah and JB, tell everyone how you guys got involved, Sarah, with Ashley and all this.
It's all your fault.
It is your fault.
And now you push buttons.
Well, I mean, it was sort of his fault. We had just moved to Scott Air Force Base, which is in Southwest Illinois. And he comes up to me one day and he's like, you want to go to Star Wars Celebration? And I was like, what is happening? We've been 4 years overseas. This was late 2018, and it was for Celebration in Chicago. And I was like, how far away are you from Chicago? So we're out there Google mapping and looking at it, and we're like, he's like, babe, you've got a whole thing. How long can you get off of work? So we did a Saturday only. Yep. our first Star Wars celebration. And so, of course, immediately I had to do a deep dive. And I'm like, where are we going to go? What are we going to do? And I joined a bunch of different groups. And over the next couple of months, there was one that sort of floated to the top and one that I was looking at more than other. But what actually secured it for us is we're dragging our poor children who've really not been to like a proper American convention. We went for like a really proper, polite British Doctor Who one. It was very, very low key compared to Star Wars Celebration. They're just all goggly eyed, and we're wandering around the convention floor. And I'm looking at it. He's like, "Where should we go next?" And I'm like, "Okay, but this one group I've been following, they said we need to be near here for something. It's called Running of the Whoa!" And all these people started flying past us. I'm like, "Are those ice cream machines? What in the heck is going on here?" And I was like, okay, how did they know this was going to happen before it happened? I'm like, follow immediately. This one, I deleted all the other groups. This is the one we needed to be a part of. And it became the Virtual Cantina Network during the lockdown when this guy abandoned me, left me for a year to go to the Middle East during Ian's senior year in high school. So it became all about lurking. I lurked for a long, long time in the background. A lot of watching up on the watch-alongs on Thursdays and just kind of following along the group and little thumbs ups here's and there's. But it wasn't until Mark and Ashley popped up and announced their show, Rebels Revisited. I was tripping all over myself. I was running on the house. I was showing my kids. I was messaging Jason
all day long.
All day long. Yep. So I was that annoying person that was always in the comments, like constantly. I think I made
never annoying.
Constantly assaulting me on a regular basis.
But there was battles with Mark.
Oh yeah, I know, because he's always wrong. That's why. I mean, I have to say it. He's always wrong. So that's how we got started, and now here we are. They managed to talk us into our own show. I'm not sure how that happened.
You were tricked. We fooled you.
And speaking of tricked, we didn't show the proper graphic. So let me put.
Oh, here's the new graphic.
Oh, we have the new one. There it is.
Yep. Pretty. Thank you, Aaron.
Gosh.
Yes. Thank you, Aaron.
Great, and
I love
the new
that.
graphic, so very Art Deco-y. It's gonna
Love
be
it.
special.
Oh, that's our vibe. Yeah, he was like, "Do you have a vibe?" I'm like, "We kind of do. Let me tell you all about it." He did just such a wonderful job putting that together.
Silent Lurker, Dave. We need a Silent Lurker shirt.
We do definitely need that.
Yes,
So,
I love that.
Beware,
Ellie, you have
stay
started
silent.
something you don't even know. Whenever we say anything on here, it's
a T-shirt.
Yeah, that's how we got Big Gay Explosions. I mean, we got some
Ricky Force
really.
shit, y'all.
Beware, lurkers.
There's some
Stay
good
silent.
ones.
You never know.
Yeah.
You'll end up right here
So
with
you
all
went
of
from Silent Lurker to Viewer, and then I remember you and Sherry came on to Rebels Revisited one week that I wasn't there. Like you guys co-hosted with I think Dave. I can't remember. It was quite the mix, and you guys like
the 100th episode. Yeah.
So fun.
It was so exciting. That was right after we moved here to Virginia, where we eventually settled afterwards. But and that was also like I think the first StreamYard episode because Mark had a little tantrum on Zoom because Zoom was malfunctioning during one of our guests.
Worst.
That's it. We're done. We're moving on.
Yeah, yes. The technology has upgraded greatly since.
So
Zoom
what?
was a task for sure. That was definitely something that required a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the funny things about stories about that's going on is Guardians of the Galaxy was looking for a new co-host for this, and I'm like, and in the back chats, I'm like, I'm gonna message Sarah. So I messaged Sarah, and she's like, "Oh, I gotta ask JP. I don't know." And 2 minutes later, she's like, "Yeah, JP says go for it." And then next thing I know, JP is now stepping in and getting his own show. So it kind of happens like that. But first and foremost, after going on, we appreciate everybody, sitting in, and we're gonna be setting up the links or anything of nature there. But Ashley, thank you so much for jumping on with us. We love you too.
Love you.
We will see you soon, Ashley. Yeah. We'll see
There we go. Sorry. Click happy.
Get out.
Happy.
Peace out. But no,
Love you guys. Bye.
We're looking forward to seeing it at Rhode Island.
See you then.
All right. But Sarah and JB, tell us about I Know.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's a celebration of fandom. It's a celebration of longtime friends and partners that share your obsessions and it's also about the obsessions that we endure for the people we love.
And tell us your first topic, because we're 2 weeks out now, or less than 2 weeks. We're a week out from.
We're less than a week.
Yeah, less than a week.
It's next Wednesday. It's the
I know,
first,
it's
right?
coming
It is
fast.
here,
Yeah.
and we cannot wait. Yeah. So the first topic is an introduction to us, our entry into Star Wars, each personally, because we've been Star Wars fans really our whole lives, to be honest, and you'll learn more about that. And then we started dating in college. So we've been married over 26 years now, and we've been Star Wars fans together. And what does that mean? And what does that mean for, having kids now? Raising Star Wars fans. We like to joke we don't fight about anything except for Star Wars around the kitchen table.
So we never had a relationship start from Star Wars from the VCN. We've not had a marriage start from VCN. Are we going to have our first divorce?
That'll be me and Jason.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'll be me and Mark.
If you haven't managed to do that to me yet, then I don't know what that.
True story. True story.
I just want to say
we're gonna have mocktails.
Yeah.
And
that's
fun banter. We kind of think of it as like a cozy little speakeasy in the corner of the fandom. Come hang out with us, have some fun.
We're gonna have a top 5.
We have to think about top 5 lists.
Who's the top 5 couples
favorite
of
couples.
Star Wars?
Our favorite couples.
That's really the first topic for week 1 is the listicle is going to be your favorite couples, and we got the mocktail going out tomorrow from what I hear. I know AJ is getting ready to post.
A little shopping. We're trying to keep it not too weird, but I honestly don't have most of these ingredients in the house, so I'm gonna have to make a run.
Yeah.
I just want to say before we go any farther that anybody who's in the waiting room, we appreciate you being there. We'll get us to as everybody as soon as we can, and we don't want to make you feel like you've been waiting too long.
Yeah, we don't want to hog any more time. Thank you guys. You've been very kind.
Well, congrats and best of luck on your new show. We will see you next Wednesday.
Congrats all.
And
thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
I love this graphic.
Yes, it's a great graphic. And then the next person that we are going to bring into the studio is someone that I've known for over 25 years now, Kathy.
So long. You make me sound so old.
Because you are. No.
I know. I think I've known you one of the longest. There's a couple people that have known you longer, but I'm close up there.
Yes. So for those of you who don't know, Kathy and I went to college together. And we were
very sorry, Kathy.
We were involved in the theater department. And
I had him as a director.
Yeah. I'm sorry. And then I would say probably close to 10 years ago, my wife Amanda, who's in the chat right now, brought me to go see the 501st at the Franklin Zoo for Zoo Lights. Yep. And we're walking around. I'm like, Kathy? And we're like, completely shocked. We had not seen each other in a while. And then when we were starting to put London together, I need a stage manager. And I'm like, well, you know something? Kathy knows my temperament. Let's bring her in. And now she's stuck with us. So, Kathy, thank you for being part of the VCN family now.
Thank you for bringing me in. And I don't know if I'm stuck with you so much as you're stuck with me. No, when you asked me to help out in London, I was like, you know what? Let's do this. We haven't worked together in a while. It was fun back then. Let's see if we still got it. And dang, that was a good time. I think it was my highest step count goal for that day. Like I had my highest step count for a whole entire year.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Keep in mind, I do the Jimmy Fund walk.
To be fair, we had multiple levels in that show too. So
yeah,
and down a lot of stairs. Huh?
It was a lot of stairs, and it was so much fun. They did have an elevator, but you could have climbed the wall faster. But yeah, that was so much fun, and I kind of jumped in both feet first because I joined the group a little bit before London, and then London was kind of baptism by fire for me. Yep. I had never been to a celebration. I had never been to a VCN event, and I was just jumping in both feet first. And no, y'all couldn't have been nicer. And I can't be more grateful for that than I am. And that's going forward with everybody I've ever met. When we go places and we do things, I have a feeling of safety when we do stuff together. And that says a lot, because even though I could be alone by myself, I know I have all of VCN there.
Yes.
And I do. I mean it, because whenever there's been problems or somebody's had an issue, I've seen people step up and do things. And that's what you do for family. And I am eternally grateful. No problem, hon. I got your back.
Well, it was you that you stepped up for a lot of us, because many of us couldn't make it to that show. So we weren't at the con and we weren't at the event. So that means that we needed somebody else to actually be there to do the work. So that was amazing.
I had fun.
And then, Kathy, you kept up with things not only through that entire long family vacation, but Japan and that monstrous show we just did in Texas. You just were a freaking rock star. So,
Thank you. I love doing it. Like, it is, I tell people it's my passion project, because anybody who knows me knows I will not work for or with anything I don't truly believe in. And I believe in this. I believe in how it functions. I believe in how everybody treats each other. And I believe in the family there. So
even when we fight,
like, but I wouldn't even call it fighting, because like we'll hiss at each other, and I'll walk away, and the next day we're fine. Like,
yeah,
it's all good.
We're gonna bring up next. We're gonna bring up one of your minions from Texas.
I love my minions.
One of your minions
Is
from
it my favorite
Texas.
minion?
What's up, Obi Bright?
Hello, minion.
What's going on?
He is the best driver out there.
Yes, he is the best driver out there.
And
I don't know how to drive.
but seriously, thank you so much, Kathy, for all you do for the VCN. For those who are looking to get involved in stuff within the VCN, give Kathy a reach. Her and Alex are now heading up the events coordination. So if you want to do a meetup, reach out to them. Also, she's looking for people to be voluntold to do stuff in Texas next year or during the family vacation. So reach out to Kathy.
Yes. We always need help. It is easy. I will make it as easy as possible. You can do as little or as much as you want, but reach out, we'll chat, we'll make it fun, and it's a good way to get to know everybody. So,
Can we just plug a couple of events that are coming up real quick? New York Comic Con is very soon. I think LA Comic Con is happening this weekend.
Yeah,
this
starts
weekend.
Tomorrow.
Yep, and there's a meetup happening for
Saturday
LA Comic-Con.
at 1 p.m. right after the Bryce Dallas Howard spotlight. So we'll be around all the Star Wars-esque people, although she's got a much broader career. But anyways, we're going to be right across from the booth that will have some members of the Skeleton Crew, and so we'll be in the mix right there. So hopefully anybody who's around can stop by, while you're walking to the next thing. We're not going to be there too long. We're just going to hang out, say hi, maybe get a group photo, and go to the next thing, because there's a lot of stuff happening.
So Senor Brees, how did you get started with the group?
Right after Chicago Celebration in 2019 is when I came in, and I was kind of quiet till 2020, and then I started competing with fellow member Peter Smith on who could comment the most in our group.
The only person who could do that is Bryce or Aaron. Bryce or Aaron? Bryce, Aaron, or Bryce and Aaron are the people who compete the most with you, Bryce.
What's that?
Oh, Bryce, you, Peter, and Aaron, and Bruce would all swap off.
Yeah. I think have the screenshot of when I took Peter down for the first time on my phone.
Nice.
Oh wow!
So that was like a proud moment for me. So that was one of those things.
So, what's your favorite memory of the group?
God, I can't pick one, dude. I'm going to be honest. I think, I think getting to know people during a hard time. Going to Rich's memorial services when I first met most people. That's where I met Spencer. That's where I met you for the first time. That's where I met Dave. And that's where I met Mark and Skip and all those guys for the first time. And just the way to see the group come together in a time of need like that was fantastic. And then it kind of made going to Celebration in 2022 much easier because I had already known people within the group, and obviously shortly after Rich's passing is when I started doing the reviews with Jedi Archives with John and Mike and Lakota Schultz for a while from the Star Wars Book Nerds Facebook page. And yeah, I've been rolling with those guys ever since with the archives, and I run. I help out, I should say, AJ with social media with the Twitter/X platform. And I don't know. I can't pick a favorite memory. I think every time we get together, it's just, at that current time, it's my favorite thing.
Okay, I'm going to pick a favorite memory for you. Yeah. Is getting a certain redhead on the big old screen at Celebration.
That was amazing.
I mean,
that was pretty sweet.
That was incredible.
Yeah. She's somewhat of a celebrity now.
She got featured quite prolifically at that ceremony, as it were. So, do you have a favorite memory from the show with you and John and Mike?
Great question.
Gosh, I don't know, man. Our shenanigans I think off camera, and then they spoil into then they kind of boil into shows. I can't pick one. John usually comes in with these really low ball ratings, and Mike and I just jump on his case as soon as he's like, "Oh, I'll give it a 3.5," and Mike and I are at 4.5 or something.
Everything him and Mike do is 4.5 or 5.
It's not. It's not though. It's just
Mike likes everything.
Hey, Mike.
He does.
He likes it.
He does. I'm just happy that I get to hang out with those guys, do the recordings, and obviously getting to hang out with everybody in Dallas was great. It was actually such a well-needed trip for me, and so it's been very, very, very cool to be back engaged, I guess, because for a while I was pretty distant.
Well, you guys make up a great trio. So since he just joined,
there he is.
There's the third party group,
Mikey.
So
hey, there's the cruise director from Japan.
Where's your captain hat?
Where's your captain?
There
we go.
Yes. Now he's in character. Very nice.
And our resident Disneyland expert. I mean, you and Jeff and Corinne can all fight it out for that title, but you guys are in the park quite a bit.
Oh, I love it at the parks.
I will say my going to Disneyland with Mike, and we met two guys that were there for Celebration. They just happened to be at Disneyland, and Mike's just like, "Hey, let's just all go do this stuff together." That's just who Mike is. Mike's such an inviting and warm soul that it was just really cool. And all those guys are big time members. They were in Dallas actually for Rebel ScumCon. We ran into them down there. It was really cool to see how active those guys were, and I think part of that's just because of how Mike welcomed him just hanging out with us at Disneyland.
No, Mike's been great with it. Bryce, first and foremost, I want to say that back in Anaheim, you were in London. Even in London, you killed it over at Bunta. Anaheim, you killed it again. Texas, it was great to get you back into the fold, and we're very much looking forward to everything you're going to be doing with us in the next couple of years. So thank you so much for everything you do, Bryce.
The more the merrier. Bring it on.
All right, brother. See you soon.
Later, Bryce.
Yes.
Oh. So we got the captain of the Love Boat here, Mike. I always tell the story as one of my favorite is that you, I think, you got Chewy.
Too tall.
Yes, it's like having Lurch next to you. The family show, no popcorn buckets. But one of my favorite stories is that Mike, you have been to so many celebrations, but you did not know there was life past the schedule of celebration outside of groups to go and events to go to, and you just jumped in with full force here with the VCN.
Yeah, that's right. So I'd been to celebrations. I started Celebration 4, but I just kind of went by myself, had no friends. But I've always been a Star Wars lover. But just didn't know anybody. I knew there were other Star Wars people, but didn't know how to talk to them. So until I met all of you, I didn't know there was a Star Wars community. So thanks to the VCN, I now have a lot of friends, and more than that, I have a Star Wars family, and it's been just wonderful.
Yeah, I got to sit next to Mike at my first panel ever in Anaheim.
Nice.
Yeah, that was fun. That was so much fun. That's right. I remember that. That was a lot of fun. We were walking. I saw him like, "Let's go, Dave," and I just started walking with him, and we walked into the panel, and
then Frank was just showing his Trader Sam's mug when you took him and Leo and Mark to Trader Sam's after Celebration.
That's right.
Yeah. And then the last time I was out there, I brought the family because you had brought me and we loved it. And I was out there with the family and we went.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, there's nothing better than meeting other family members through Star Wars and you know, I going to Japan and doing everything and meeting others, and it's been fantastic. I just love it. I can't wait for Star Wars 2027.
So, Mike, what's your favorite memory of being involved with the VCN?
You know what? I gotta say, Rich. You know, just meeting Rich and hanging out with him, and
he's a good guy.
And doing the comic book reviews with him, and I remember going to Florida with him and meeting him and hanging out with him, and just crazy Rich. It was
Crazy Rich, our scribe, you know.
The video was dedicated to Rich, but unfortunately, the size limits for this interface wouldn't allow me to upload that version.
Jeff. I got you covered.
But it'll be available, that version with the.
But yes, we'd like to dedicate this. Yeah, we'd like to dedicate the show to one of our original moderators, Rich, who passed shortly after during COVID. Right after the family vacation. He was not well when he came to Family Vacation 1, but fought through to be with us. And he would be so happy with where we are right now. Oh, yeah. But Mike, you are you're the heart and soul of this group, and we've said that many a time. You have the best outlook of life and Star Wars of anybody I think that any of us have ever met.
Thanks, Spencer. Thank you.
And we greatly appreciate your contributions to everything. And I was amazed you must have had close to 100 people with you. When I went outside and everybody was like, yeah, we're with Mike. So what was it like in the lobby of the hub when you and John were waiting for people to show up, and then all of a sudden everybody's calling for you?
And where?
In Japan. When you were waiting.
Oh, that was a lot of fun. I was a little bit nervous because I wasn't sure I was going to remember how to get there. So, to be honest,
we studied the map. Come on,
I studied the map, but I mean, I had my GPS. I'm like, well, I think it's this way, and I walked there. But no, it was a lot of fun. It was I didn't think there would be that many people, but there were a lot of people there. It was a lot of fun. It was exciting. A lot of energy.
No, but
it was Japan. It was a lot of double hand waving. So a lot of this.
Very nice.
Mike, we greatly appreciate your contribution to everything like that, and we're looking forward to more trips and more fun with you in the next couple of years.
Definitely, me too. Thank you. Love all of you. The best thing is everybody here, and everyone who's yet to come. So welcome everybody who's not here, and everyone who is here, and everyone who's been and who will be. So love you all.
Definitely
Love
have
you
more
too.
members coming. All right. Let's see here. Oop.
Yes. And next we have one of our members from the greater Chicago area, Chantel. How are you, Chantel?
Speaking of Chewies in the background there of Mike's shot was kind of a segue to Chantel and her expertise.
Chantel, thank you so much for joining us tonight. What was your entry point to the group?
It was right around Celebration in Chicago because I had no idea there was any such thing as a celebration. And I found out about it and was researching things on Facebook and looking for information. And of course, came across the group and found all sorts of wonderful information, and then discovered all the great, wonderful people involved, and started, just chatting with everybody. And I was like, this is a community. This is like, well, these are my people. These are my people, because I didn't have a whole lot of people around me who really like Star Wars or were really obsessed with it. And it was like I found the tribe. This is where I belong. So and then through after Celebration, we got into lockdown, of course. And Lord knows it was like the lifeline. It saved my life and kind of kept me, and I know a lot of other people, going with just people as well as programming and and just meeting everybody. So it's been a great experience.
We greatly appreciate your involvement in honestly coming on more often lately on the Tuesday night watch-alongs. We're looking forward to seeing you in Chicago in a couple of weeks at our Diana Lee and Santo event.
Absolutely, cannot wait to see everybody there who is going to be able to come. And if you're in the area, please come to this show. Come and see Diana. Come and meet other people. Come and see the event places and to be at and everything. So it's going to be a lot of fun, I think, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Cool. Very much so. Thank you so much, Chantel. We greatly appreciate you coming on tonight.
No problem. Have a good one, you guys. Thanks.
Be well.
Yeah.
Now we're going to bring on somebody who is honestly, I think, a Star Wars Celebration legend. He was at our first event in 2017, part of Alderaan Idol in both Chicago and in Anaheim. He is known as the Vandalorian.
What's up? What's up? How was everybody in the Virtual Cantina tonight? Here to celebrate 100,000 people in the virtual network tonight. Can you dig it?
We are so glad you could join us tonight, Sean. You can take your helmet off if you want to now, if you want to chat. But we greatly appreciate you being on. You were at our first event and you blew, I know, John, Jeff, and I away singing some Van Halen on the stage in Orlando. Why did you come to our event? Was it karaoke, or did you just looking for something to do? How does that go about?
Well, I'm always up for a good time. Some people like to call me the space cowboy, but everybody really knows I'm just a gigolo. But anyhow, it was really the karaoke that drew me, because I'm all about that nonsense. Because it's not about being good or singing good; it's about having a good time and having good friends and meeting good people. And that night was incredible. The live band was on fire. I was jumping on the stage, singing jump, and it was a blast. I got my little pin to go along with my attire that night, and met you and John Drake and all the rest of the people, and it's just been fantastic ever since. It's been a crazy, wicked ride around the galaxy, and I'm just so happy to be a part of it, and I thank you and everybody else involved for making this group what it is today.
We really appreciate it, and we're looking forward to see you in Chicago in a couple of weeks.
I will 100% be there. The Vandalorian will be there for sure. So
can't wait to see you. Much love, bro, and we'll see you, and give the love to the wife.
Will do, man. Thanks for having me.
Great to see you. The next person we're going to bring on right now is our resident pirate. He's known as the Governor. He's known as the Governor. He is Mr. John Notman, who has
you're muted.
You're muted, sir. There we go.
Nope. How are you? How's everybody?
Oh,
Great.
John, we're so glad to have you on here. John, how did you become part of the group?
Oh, goodness. That's a great story. Well, first of all, I can tell you that the first person I met out of everybody here was John Chiado. John was in line for it was at Orlando 2017. He was in line for the 50th panel, asleep on the curb, getting in line.
As usual.
I remember meeting him, and he was just so awesome. He was just so amazing and so enthusiastic about everything, about Celebration and Star Wars. The first person I met, he was just such a legend to me. So kudos to him. Then I met Spencer, I think, in 2017 Orlando briefly. I remember there was a get together in what was it called at the time? It was not Downtown Disney. It was called. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So there was a meetup for
Disney
a karaoke
Springs?
event. No, it's not Disney Springs. It's
Pleasure Island.
Oh, well, probably. But anyway, it was. So I met Spencer there. But I remember meeting Frank for the first time in Chicago, and Frank. The build-up to that event, was a lot about, celebrating people that may no longer be part of the Star Wars universe, and I took that to heart, and I met him there. And I remember standing in front of a speeder bike at the Star Wars Celebration stage, and Frank said, "Everything changes from here. Literally, everything changes from here." We could feel the build-up to the fandom, everybody getting involved. So that was an amazing experience. I met Mark for the first time in Chicago. Mark was just a absolute star, very involved with everything we wanted to see and do at Star Wars Celebration. So kudos to him. Jeff, Jeff, you made the most impression on me when online to the build up to Chicago, he said to me, "I know you. I know your name. I've seen you on the forums." And that just, to me, just smelled a lot of, intent from Jeff to really get to know people who really like Star Wars. So that was amazing. And Dave, I can't leave you out. I met Dave at the family celebration event or family weekend event in Hollywood Studios. And we were in line for coffee. Yes. I remember looking at this guy with boots and a hat thinking, "Oh, wow, who's this guy?" But anyway, we hit it off, and it's just been amazing ever since.
Well, and thank you so much for being so hospitable whenever my family's in your town. And we appreciate that greatly.
Anytime.
And John, you and Frank have a long friendship as well. Frank, do you have any stories with John?
I'm muting myself. Yeah, I gotta say, I have been seeing everybody come up. Each person that comes up is just think about how lucky I am, how lucky I've been with this group, and how lucky I've been with Star Wars Autograph News to connect with people that, we all share this love for Star Wars. But I've met so many, I just blessed and just fortunate and lucky that I've met so many amazing people. And some of those people that you meet, everyone makes an impact in some way, but some make a little bit more of an impact. They stick out. Or John is one of them. John. It's because there's that connection, through the autographs and everything else. But when I think of the people that I've met and the people that have, it's getting a little. I'm sorry. It's just a little bit.
No, it's perfectly. He's verklempt.
It's beautiful. I think this probably says more than any words I could say right now. How much these connections mean to me, and yeah.
Just speaking about Frank beyond the group. Frank and I occasionally used to text each other, and Frank encouraged me to reach out to Star Wars actors through the mail, and to just write a nice letter and say I admire your work, and if you could sign this for me. And if it wasn't for Frank, I would not have the interactions that I ever had with people like John Martin or whoever it was. And I remember Frank being so excited when I used to text him and say, I've written to Doug Chang and he's written back to me. And Frank would say, congratulations. If you get an autograph, we all get an autograph. And that resonated to me. It was just something to share, that bond, that kinship. I remember Frank said to me, Pedro Pascal's playing King Lear in the Court Theatre in New York. You might want to write to him. So I sent my lithograph from the Mando panel, the exclusive Mando panel that we had in Chicago, to Pedro. And a couple of weeks, it wasn't long, a couple of weeks went by, and I had a return. I was blown away. It's framed on my wall. I can look at it right now across the room. And thanks to Frank, that would not have happened. So, that's all I can say. It's mind-blowing. So, and nice. By the way, another thing, it's been such a special treat and moment to host the speaker series, to really bring in the original generation speakers, whether it be Paul Blake or, Nick Maley or whoever it is, and just bring these guys in that were part of the original production of Star Wars throughout the ages, and to speak to them. Mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing, and not hard work, just amazing experience. And it's thanks to everybody in this room that's happened, and I'm blessed and grateful for all of you for allowing that to happen.
And also, if you are in Orlando this coming weekend, you might not only see Mr. Mark Von Olen roaming around at Fanboy Expo, but you might see the governor as well, maybe like running around.
Absolutely. I will be there. It's Fanboy Expo Friday through Sunday this weekend. A lot of Star Wars characters and talent there. So come out and meet Mark and I. We'll be there.
Yep. Brendan Wayne, Lateef, Misty Rosas. There's a few people there, but more importantly, the governor. So I owe you a message reply. It's been a day. So, but I will see you Saturday for sure, if not sooner. And for anyone else in Orlando, we should all try to get together. I know AJ is down there as well. So hopefully we'll all get to meet up. Because that's kind of the point of the network. The other Mark. Yes.
Yeah. But congratulations to everybody that's part of this amazing group, 100,000 members. I remember cold evenings on a November, like at 1 a.m. with you guys watching, the watch-alongs with Empire Strikes Back, and then going to people like Brendan, and so excited about events like that. So it's been an amazing journey. Thank you, everybody, for your commitment and involvement and everything you've done for this group.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, John.
It's been amazing.
And now bringing in, is her screen on?
Yeah, she's.
Oh, is Sherry available?
Yeah, let's see what happens if we can get Sherry back in here again. Sherry.
Okay. Sherry, you there?
Oh, now it's gone. She was having connection problems.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll come back to Sherry. So let's move on to the next one.
Let's move to the next one. Let's bring this.
Wait, Sherry. Here we go.
Sherry.
There she is.
Hi.
Hey, Sherry.
One of our newest
Sorry for keeping you
moderators
waiting.
in the group.
We appreciate your time.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh.
Did she freeze? Look, we have photographic evidence that she was here.
Okay.
Choppy.
Can you hear me?
She's there.
Yes, we can.
We can hear you.
So, Sherry, thank you very much for coming on, and thank you very much for joining the Mod Squad. What was your entry into the group?
Oh.
Is she lagging? Oh no! After all this time, it's.
Oh no. Sherry, can you hear us?
Bad internet. Yeah, it looks like it. Let's circle back to Sherry.
We'll circle back to Sherry. Let's bring in. Oh,
and
can you hear us?
It's
We can hear
really
you.
choppy.
That might be her internet.
I'm sorry, guys, that I'm not to have a better connection.
No worries. We greatly appreciate you.
Yeah.
We greatly appreciate you coming on. So thank you so much,
Go
Sherry.
ahead and bring in Bruce.
Yeah, let's bring in Bruce.
We'll cycle through. We'll revisit you if you're still in the studio.
And here he is himself, the king of swag.
Oh, I was there. There I am. Woo. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Bruce, try something for me real quick before we continue. Are you on a phone?
Yes.
Can you turn it sideways?
Oh my God, I'm falling.
There we go.
Is that better?
Thank you. That might work for Frank as well. If you turn it, you might fill out the screen a little bit. But that was just something I realized we hadn't thought of earlier. So sorry, continue. It's great to have you. We appreciate you joining us.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. I love the group. I love everyone that I've met. It's been a journey. I have a lot of memories and a lot of experiences. I don't always remember them all because of my little issue. But I love one of the best things, like I heard you guys asking, all the fans and the guests, the best memories. So my best memories are every celebration, every Bunta, Texas, the Rebel Scum Con adventure is people remembering me before I remember them. And I was just talking to a member online this week. I think it was Nick Gillespie. And I remember standing in line with him one day for one of the panels in Japan. And he was a little, everyone doesn't get to eat, right? Because you want to get in line, you want to get into a panel, or so on. So I'm like, I'll go grab something. I went and grabbed some churros for me and him. And I didn't remember any of that. I remember meeting him. And then he was like, this week when we were chatting, you went and got me a churro when I was hungry. I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, I remember that. So that's the best thing for me is seeing everybody, remember everybody. Last year, one of my best memory was when we went to, what's the old studio name that we went to?
3210.
3210. And just like a lot of emotions like built up from my childhood to, that day and being in Disney that week. Things I thought I would never experience, who thought you would ever experience at our age, well, my age, real Star Wars, actually sitting on the Millennium Falcon, something that I saw when I was 16, 17 years old. And just hanging out with people and getting to meet so many great and amazing people in this group. And I can't even remember how I first got into this group. I just remember being in this group and everyone I met welcoming me. And it's a great feeling and a great group.
We greatly appreciate everything you've done for us, Bruce, and been with us and going on events and trips. One of my favorite memories is actually just before the whole Lauren Peterson showing up, and Frank and I were staying there. As you turned around and turned to us, and you had tears streaming down your eyes just for being at 3210. And to me, that was like everything we could have asked for, is just to show the love that. Honestly, Star Wars gets a bad rap because of the fandom sometimes, but you've shown that the fandom, the love and the fandom is thriving, and that the fandom that loves Star Wars for whatever capacity has still in their heart is there, and you embody that. So thank you very much for everything.
Thank you guys, and congratulations.
Oh, we greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much, Bruce. We greatly appreciate it.
Bye.
See ya.
I sat next to Bruce at the Wolverine at the Chinese theater. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just such an incredible gentleman. But the next person we want to bring in is somebody who we've worked with as part of Rebel Scum Con. He's part of the Rebel Scum family. He is the face of Rebel Scum Con. He is Bobby. Bobby, how are you, sir?
Hello there. I am great. And it's so wonderful to see all of you here. And congratulations on 100,000 members in the VCN. That is absolutely incredible.
Well, thank you very much, Bobby. And thank you so much for having us in Texas. Now, what was So you've been following this for a while and finally got to work together this last year. What was some of your favorite moments about working with the VCN as part of your Rebel ScumCon?
Really, just the like-mindedness of the VCN to just the wanting to put on a positive space for Star Wars fans. That was what was so easy, was just mentally clicking with pretty much every single one of you that we got to interact with, and the simplicity of it. You guys don't make it complicated to enjoy Star Wars, and we try not to make it complicated either. It should be a simple thing. You see Star Wars, and it should be something you just enjoy because it's a very enjoyable thing. And I feel like being with you guys and just being around that constant positivity and let's be a force to push forward on these fun things for other fans, like doing karaoke and bringing a bunch of Star Wars celebrities out who just also happen to be close personal friends because they're also super nerds and into this too. It was just the ease of working with you guys, I think was the nicest part. Was just everyone is so friendly, and each of you is an expert in something, which is also so cool. And the management skills between the different components of the VCN was just so great to work with.
Well, we greatly appreciate it. And as we mentioned earlier tonight, we're going to be back for the next 2 years with Rebel ScumCon that we're signed up for 26 and 27.
And I'm very excited. Not only that, but I heard there might be a workaround in the reverse where Rebel ScumCon might be coming and participating in an upcoming VCN event in 27 as well.
Well,
that's not Rebel ScumCon related.
You never know what may be happening. We had some weird imagery show up a little earlier tonight with the number 5, but don't know what that's really for. But Bobby, we can't wait to be back in your neck of the woods next year for, as Dave likes to call it, Boonty Eve, Texas 2, the Electric Boogaloo.
I like calling it that too.
But we greatly appreciate and thank you very much to everybody and love to the Rebel Scum family. We're glad to be there and glad to be working with you guys.
Big thank you to you guys as well. We are super happy to be, a part of the VCN family. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. Once again, just an absolute positive force in the best way for the Star Wars fandom. Just please keep making fun, awesome, fantastic events the same way y'all already have been. And I think we're all just going to continue to have an amazing time together.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Bye, Bobby.
Yeah, we've got next.
Yes, Texas.
One of the VCN fam that we totally conned into going to Texas. We pulled his arm a little bit, but we don't have to, like do that too much, and he just kind of shows up. What is going on, Troy?
Yeah,
real quick. I forgot to mention this to Bobby. Could you on a phone, if you can you turn it sideways?
Do I need to go sideways?
Yeah, we'll get a better view of you. There we go. Yes. There's a full screen. Troy, nice and big. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, I've been kind of fighting that all night.
No worries. Great having you.
Oh, thanks for having me. Spencer, your dad's post and you telling him that this is the tribe. You found your tribe. I found my tribe. And I love you all for that. Anytime I get peer pressured or not really get peer pressured into going to an event, they're the best. They're just the best. And I can't describe how this dude up here in nerd desert loves joining all of you at all of these events. And thank you so much. And the VCN with the watch-alongs and the events at all of the other events, it's just so awesome to be involved.
Thank you so much, Troy. We love seeing you at all of our events, and we love seeing you sitting at the sabacc table with Sully and everybody over there. It's just a pleasure having you and looking out and seeing you there and just having a good time. And it means the world to us that you're part of our family. We love you very much.
Oh yeah.
Thank you guys so much, and cheers to another 100,000.
Thank you.
Troy has a fan club. He's blowing up the feed. I love it.
All right. Thanks, Troy.
I want to give a quick shout out in the chat right now because I have a bunch of family members who are in the crowd right now that never come on to watch on. But I wanted to say hello to not only my wife who is watching, Amanda, but my brother Sterling and his wife Ati. Tonight's their dog Bao Bao's birthday, and my new niece Athena, who I call my Morai because her spirit animal is an owl, and they actually have a dog called Ahsoka. So it's Ahsoka and Morai. I actually got a print for them over her crib of Ahsoka with Morai. So really love seeing my family there, and thank you very much for watching. As you saw that our father did a post for me today on his LinkedIn talking about the group and everything. And it means a lot to me that my family is watching my other family right now, and thank you so much for jumping on. The next person we're going to bring in, besides the fact, just let everybody know that we just dropped the link into the comments. If you want to join, please do. We'd love to get some more people on before we close out. But we got somebody who is basically, I would say, our intern with the group. We got Jake. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great, Jake. Thank you for jumping on with us tonight.
Most definitely. I've just been doing some reminiscing tonight and this past week with just how crazy and how insane that it's been being a part of this ride and how much it's blown up. So love being part of it. So
well, thank you so much for being part, and we hope to be able to see you as part of the family vacation next year.
Most definitely. I missed the first one, but I definitely recommend anyone who can come out to this next one. Orlando's gonna be a great time.
Well,
I loved it seeing. I think the first time I saw Jake, I don't know that I even actually knew Jake. I'm in Anaheim and I'm like rolling down the thing, and I see somebody pass me the other way wearing the Beard Batch T-shirt that I had designed, and I'm like, "Oh, cool shirt!" And he had no idea why I was saying that or anything, and it's just like, "Whoa!" And then, from there.
Rest is history. Yep, I love it. I still wear those shirts today, so all the time.
Awesome. Jake, thank you so much for stopping on, and thank you for all your help behind the scenes with graphics and whatever we need. So looking forward to seeing you soon.
Most definitely. Thank you. You guys have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, before we get on to our next person, we're just going to say a quick good night to Frank. Frank, how do you want to close out for you for the evening?
I just want to say, of course, I have to say thank you to everyone, just everyone that's been here tonight and reminiscing and looking back at where we've, all the amazing things we've done, all the amazing things we're going to do. Just having this time with everybody to just take this moment and really appreciate. It's nice to be able to look back and to, when you talk about starting with 5,000 members and where we are now, it's nice to take this moment. Tonight's been amazing to stop and see faces and talk to people and just really appreciate 100,000 people. It's going to take me a while for even that to sink in, but I appreciate you all, and tonight amazing, and I look forward to what the next year is going to bring, and the next couple years are going to bring, and getting closer to 50 years of Star Wars and celebrating that with all of you. So, thank you guys. I'm just I'm a little overwhelmed. I don't get like this. I'm a little bit overwhelmed, in a good way, in a very good way, and yeah, this is special. This is very special.
Thanks for stopping in, Frank. We look forward to seeing you at our meetup at Rhode Island Comic Con.
I'll see you there. I'll see you in Chicago before that.
Oh, yes. You'll see us in Chicago, too. So we're looking forward to Chicago and San Francisco.
Chicago, San Francisco, Rhode Island. Here we go.
A lot of good things coming up. Guys, take care. We'll see you. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for joining us, Frank. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a great evening.
Awesome. Well, now we have a member. We're very excited to bring on. Let's bring on Kelly.
Oh, she jumped into Frank's spot.
Oh,
Let's see if we can.
Hey, Kelly, how are you?
See if we can move her. No, I know what we can do. Here we go. We'll fix this real quick, and you'll be.
Thank you very much. So, thank you for being a member of our VCN family.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be here.
So, tell us about your foray. How did you get involved with the group?
Well, so I've been a fan of Star Wars since I was 5 years old, and I'm not really active on Facebook very much, but after watching the recent Star Wars celebration on YouTube, I was like, I want to join a group and try to find people who are Star Wars fans like myself. And I happened to come across your group, and it had a lot of members. So I was like, this seems very active. Let's give this a shot.
Yeah.
So, what events are you looking forward to? I know we have a lot of things coming up in the next year, next couple of weeks, and the next couple of years. Are you going to be joining us in live action anytime soon?
Well, I'm actually working on saving up for the Star Wars celebration in 2027. As of right now, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm just saving up a lot of money for that.
Well, we hope to definitely see you there, and keep an eye out because we were going to have a big event the night before celebration, which will be our Boonta Eve 5 coming to you from Los Angeles, and we hope to see you there.
That sounds great. I'm looking forward to it.
And keep a lookout on the TeePublic page for the Silent Lurker shirt, because that's coming. We're not joking. It will be there.
I was expecting it to take off when I made that comment.
You say something, and it's going to catch on. So yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kelly. And now we're going to bring on somebody who, if you're down in the greater Florida area, you know him pretty well because he's usually around tailing the pirate around the parks. We're going to bring on Blake. How are you, Blake?
There he is.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Now you're sideways. Move the camera back.
Go that way. Do that one. Perfect. You're good to go.
There we go. This is my first time.
How you doing, sir?
Blake, we're glad to see you. So thank you so much for jumping on with us tonight.
Yes, thanks for letting me get on here.
So how did you come involved with the group?
So that's a crazy story. So my first celebration was 2017. And I was actually in line for the show floor that day. I think it was day one. And one of the guys that was in the line behind me was talking about how he had just joined a group. And I was like, hey, I need to join a group because I don't know what I'm doing. And this is my first event. He goes, well, join this group. They're amazing. They're active all the time. And so I joined, and the rest is history. And then now we're family. So it was a cool thing. So I'm excited. I'm super grateful.
Nice.
Sorry. A lot of my friends and family aren't really into Star Wars and stuff. So to find a place that I could come and feel at home and have a family that loved it like I loved it was massive for me. So it was really cool. So.
That's been a consistent thing that I've been hearing from people. People have been messaging me all week about what they love about our group in particular, and it's very much finding your tribe. That's been like the recurring theme for everyone. And despite the fact that we're all different ages, we live in different parts of the country, like Star Wars is the glue, but it's usually that we're geekier about it than the other people in our lives, right?
Yeah.
So we got to find each other so we can get into like the depths of it all.
Yeah. Blake, I want to say, every time I see you, you're always like the kindest person. You always leave a lasting note. Every time. You always have great stories about your friend running down middle of the galaxy's edge with his truck, just random stories like that. Always enjoy leave a lasting note.
Oh, dude, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting text on the side here from Jonathan Ottman here, but I'm grateful for always getting to see you too, dude. But Jonathan said, please tell the story about meeting Ewan. And I was like, okay. But a lot of us were at Anaheim in 2022, I believe. And I was in line behind Notman to get Ewan McGregor's photo op. And Jonathan does this thing, and I get in, and I apparently had a way bigger smile and looked way happier than other people in line. And I get out of line, and Jonathan goes, were you crushing on Ewan? And I was like, no. You were definitely way more excited to get a photo with somebody than I've ever seen. I was like, oh, thanks so much, Jonathan. I appreciate that so much.
That's classic.
But
Classic.
this family for me is amazing because, like you were saying, Jonathan, is like, and all of us, I think, like you were saying, it's said multiple times. This is more than a friendship; it's a community of brothers and sisters that just going, hey. It's more than Star Wars for me, at least. It's a family that I can message you guys or whoever and say, hey, I'm going through something. And you guys will be like, hey, we're here for you. You know, it's a family. So I'm grateful. So
Thank you, Blake, for everything you do. And we're looking forward to seeing you at future events. And obviously, with us being in your backyard next year, it'll be easy for you to come and hang out with us.
Yes, and I will be at Fanboy 2 with Knockman and all them this weekend. And be at MegaCon and whenever MegaCon is next year in Orlando. But seriously, if any of y'all are in Orlando, hit me and Knockman up. We'll take care of you.
Awesome.
Thanks,
See you in Orlando.
Yeah, see you guys soon.
All righty.
I didn't know he was lurking right now, but I did find out that my father is actually watching right now. So, Dad, hi. Oh my Lord, we have
international, somebody flying in from the other side of the pond.
Wow.
Oh my God, we got Geo.
Our group is absolutely international. I mean, we've done Boonta Eves on 3 continents at this point, and this is one of our international hosts, my co-host for the Unifying Force. What's up, Geo? How are you doing, sir?
We're hitting them quick. Didn't have a chance to get ready.
Geo, you're on.
Hello. I've got multiple devices.
Oh, wow.
I'm hearing 3 of everybody.
Geo is rocking the internet.
4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning. Geo, thank you so much for being on. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I think I was choking the Wi-Fi and the broadband for everybody, but
Well, we're so glad that you could be on with us right now.
just 1 second. My audio is doubling.
Oh.
Fun.
Okay, sorry. Questions. Give me those questions again.
Oh, thank you for joining us tonight. So, what what brought you into the group?
So it was finding the page during 2020 and the most difficult year for 90% of the world, all of us. It was a really difficult time, a dark time for everybody, and a lot of people were isolated and away from friends, family, community, and the kind of things that we need to get by and just to not just survive but thrive. So I really was fortunate in coming across the group. It popped up on my newsfeed, and then I was very lucky to. I was fortunate to just come across the group, scrolling on the newsfeed. I saw that it was a massive Star Wars Celebration group, and I thought, okay, Star Wars Celebration, that's a name I've not heard for a long time. My first entry was joining the Star Wars Celebration 2016 in London, and it felt like a real kind of one and done situation because it was incredible. I'd never seen anything like it. It was in London. I went with a friend. We lost each other almost immediately. We had no phone signal or reception to contact each other. I ended up just getting immersed in the crowds, and I thought, if I can come back to Celebration at some point in the future, that would be amazing. And it happened to be during lockdown. I found this awesome, hugely active and growing group that was trying to connect fans during a difficult time and do some fun things like the watch-alongs, the live streams, hanging out in the chat and commenting like people are doing tonight, which is amazing. And it was getting into that vibe and feeling that community that had me, graduate from silent lurker to commenter to active commenter to poster to posting and sharing. And now fast forward to 2025 September, and we're on 100,000 members. That's incredible. I think everyone here deserves a standing ovation, honestly, for all the effort and all the work, all the collaboration, all the organization, and all the fun that we've had and that we'll continue to have in the future.
You joined in on the Tuesday night Zooms, even though the time frame was so different as well, correct?
Yes. So
and that's,
I
think, where you got your connection to working with Dave on a weekly basis.
Well, and the time frame is insane for you there now. It's tomorrow there.
Yeah,
well
I
into
am. Today is going to be difficult, but caffeine's a wonderful drug. So that's just currently what I'll be doing. But yeah, it was the Tuesday Zooms. So I guess the Cantina online. It was every Tuesday. It was a regular thing people could look forward to. I could jump on. The early beginnings of it were a reasonable-ish time for me, so it was doable and a consistent thing. And it was almost like an evolution of the comments that were happening on the Facebook wider community and some of the watch-along stuff. A lot of ideas, a lot of seeds were planted in those Zoom chats, whether it was typing or actually being on camera, or sometimes we'd have, I guess, narrating lurkers, no face but some voices, and that was always welcome too. And I just started to hang out with a few of the guys here, a few more guys and girls who aren't here, and that was the beginning of some good conversation, some fun exchanges, reminiscing about happy memories with Star Wars. I was learning so much about things I'd never heard of, like swag and regular meetups and after party events. I thought conventions were just like a 9 to 5 weekend thing, but there are all these things going on before and after, and even the days before. And as you've seen it evolve with Bunta and the Not So Virtual Cantina, Rebel ScumCon, all these things, I feel as if some of those seeds were planted in 2020 and they've been germinating. Some have bloomed earlier than others, but it feels like everyone's getting their flowers now in 2025, and it's really awesome to be part of it.
Thank you very much, Gio, and selfishly, you and Kat had the first show ever on the VCN network, and still thriving, just about to get to their 100th episode. So congratulations to the Unifying Force chat group, especially you and Kat, for being part of this since then, and looking forward to the future.
Yeah, thank you so much. I could talk about the Unifying Force and more Star Wars forever, like all of us. But yeah, 100K, it feels, like it's destiny. We've got 100K subscribers. We're coming up to episode 100 for the Unifying Force. Thanks to you, Jeff, Dave, Mark, for organizing, everyone who's been behind the scenes, making all the magic work and brought us together. And special shout out to Kat as well. Not able to join us today, but with us in spirit, and everyone who's been along for the ride. It's been fun.
Well, thank you, Gio, and look forward to seeing you again Sunday morning, you and Kat. And when we have episode 99, we will be live on air with episode 99. So come join us for that. And then 2 weeks after that, episode 100 of the Unifying Force.
Can I ask you guys what you're talking about in episode 99?
99 is going to be it's a mash mix of a lot of things. Is we've got to talk Andor at the Emmys. We've got to talk the rest of the Emmys. All of the things coming out. You know, we've got
Lego Star Wars,
Build the Galaxy. We've got the trailer that dropped today
Mando
for
and Grogu. Visions 3. Yeah.
And the new Mando trailer too, I'm sure.
Yeah, Mando Grogu trailer.
A lot of stuff to
analysis
cover in
breakdown.
99 before we do the revisited in
Yes.
episode 100.
Yeah,
Excellent. And that's episode 100 hits Sunday, October 12th.
12th.
Yeah, that's great.
Excellent. All right, congratulations, Gio.
Thank you, Gio.
All right. Well, good morning, Gio.
Yeah.
Good morning, good night, good.
We appreciate your
afternoon.
time. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you.
Better.
And for now, we are bringing in, he is the bouncer to all the celebrities and our very own mascot, Bananakin. And oh, yeah, and there's John Barbie.
Hi, Bananakin.
Yeah, it's just me.
Bananakin.
It's nobody special. I know y'all are here for Bananakin. It's okay.
Oh, there should have been a hidden Bananakin in this overlay. I'm
Right?
surprised I didn't
Oh,
do that.
yes.
Well, we can
John,
always
thank
do-
you so much. Thank you for being a member of our group. How did you get involved initially?
It's been so long ago, I don't even remember. It's been Chicago.
Okay.
I mean, it's been that long ago. What? Right there, COVID years, started doing just the Zoom meetings and, building off that. And it's just a group that built off that. And we did the name that shall not be named because I'm not going to get us in trouble.
We already saw the graphic, so
See, but I'm not going to get us in trouble.
okay.
I get us enough trouble when I'm in person. I mean, as Jeff can verify. But it just from that, going to the deal to that and just leading up off of that, it's been a wild ride, but a good one.
Great.
So we appreciate everything you've done for us and looking forward to doing. We love seeing you, anytime we can see you. Obviously, now just like at family vacations, but also in Texas. And you're now the keeper of the chosen fruit, Bananakin, Bananakin Skywalker. By the way, Amanda says hello. Greatly appreciate, everything you do, and looking forward to seeing you in a very near future, sir. I hopefully see you at Rhode Island.
I'm hoping so. I've already got a hotel reservation. And I got to say this, if you haven't come out to a virtual Cantina event and you're just like on the edge of thinking about it, just do it. You won't look back and go, why did I do that? Okay, I'm one of those people that sit back on the sidelines most of the time, and I don't do things to events, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever. And now look at me. I'm holding a banana on a stream and walked around a convention with a banana. Things happen and craziness happens, and you will have the best time of your life when you get involved with the virtual Cantina. I mean, it's just, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. This is not just a group, it's family. The t-shirts that just came out, I have family everywhere. It's true.
Kathy was wearing that shirt. I forgot to mention that.
You literally have family everywhere. Everyone you meet when you coming up to a show, you're not meeting strangers, you're meeting family. You're meeting people that you didn't know you had as family members for the first time. And it's like you have this connection. It doesn't matter what background you've come from. It doesn't matter who you are, where you've been. This is the best place to be. Unless you're in Texas and you're Mark and you're looking for Texas drag, then that's a whole nother story. which
The
is some
drag
of the
was
funniest
terrible.
stories.
It was just terrible. The rest of it was fun. By the way, Bananakin was a highlight of Texas. There were so many great things that happened, and I was like, this fucking banana stole the show. And
was
so
only
did you,
there for
Barbie.
a small
we had
portion
never
of it.
met in person before, so I was super
No.
impressed with everything you and Truax did to keep everyone who came to our table entertained and engaged, and were grabbing new members. Like, you guys were the face of the network for
they were
basically the
working
whole
the
weekend,
crowd
and I
with
was
that
super
wheel.
impressed. It was incredible.
I'm just a big goofball.
But that's our energy, though. I think all of us are like that, right? We're
It's
just.
true.
I think I come across pretty serious sometimes, but like, everyone knows if you tune into one of the shows.
See, like, I got to
it's all
see you at the
nonsense.
family vacation from afar, and I was like, oh, he seems so serious. And then when I met you at RebelScom, I was like, I was not expecting that. And like, totally
I know what I look
different
like.
vibe.
Yeah, it's very It doesn't match.
Well, see, I have the serious look of don't screw with me, and then I have the okay, come on, let's go, we're gonna have some fun. I'm
Well,
gonna
where's-
cause trouble, and y'all better watch out.
So Rhode Island Comic Con is coming soon, but is Bananakin making the rounds anywhere? Is he visiting other things?
Not yet. I don't know of anything yet, but Rhode Island, I'm hoping Bananakin should make the trip to Rhode Island. He doesn't have any additions yet. I still got to get some stuff figured out for him. But next big event for family vacation, Bananakin's gonna look a little different. I'm hoping.
Oh, okay. Just to let you know, Amanda just posted on the page. She wanted to know if you've seen any pins in Texas.
Let's not get into that.
Okay. She literally texted me and said, "Can I ask that?" I'm like, "Go ahead."
I'm not going to get myself in trouble yet again, especially on a stream that's recorded.
This is where
it's called evidence.
The after show sometimes is
we
even
need to
more juicy.
revisit that in more of a
in post.
person space.
Yes.
I'm smarter than that. I'm not going to give myself away, Amanda. Exactly.
There we go. Well, thank
All
you
right.
for joining.
Thank you, Barbie,
Great
for
seeing
joining
you.
So,
my brother.
The fuck? Oh my god, this banana.
Wow.
I had to get that in there.
So before we jump on and do a couple more plugs, and honestly, the thing that most people are waiting for is some giveaways.
We have to
We're
do
going to
that.
show you guys a quick video of something that I'm particularly proud of that we got accomplished, and thanks to the guys at Rebel ScumCon for helping one of my harebrained ideas, because I have a lot of harebrained ideas, as everybody here on the VCN knows. This one came to fruition, and this one, thanks to all the content creators like Will the Force, Determine Your Force, Gabe's Empire, Carly King, everybody that was over at Rebel ScumCon, Tony over at Star Wars Sith, Pop the Bounty Hunter. This video went viral, and we're going to show it to you one more time right now while we're taking a little commercial break. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to watch the world premiere of Youngie Wim from Rebel ScumCon 2025. And it's just Jeff.
Hold on 1 second. What's going on here? That should be. Whoops. Hold on. It shouldn't be this screen.
It should
Well,
have.
of course, it's. I just hit add to stage. Why isn't it doing it? Oh, it's there, sort of. No. Let's figure this out. Something changed. There we go.
Please hold.
Here we go. Sorry about that.
Audio.
Let me see. Do I need to reshare it?
Probably.
All right. Give me 1 second here. Let's see here. Of course, it didn't want to work properly. Let me remove this. And we'll try one more time. Share screen. No. It should
Sorry about this
put it
technical
through
difficulties.
automatically. Allow me.
Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Is there a setting that I have to
Yes,
change?
thank you.
There we go. Perfect. Let me double check something real quick.
But once we get through this, we're going to have a couple of giveaways. One of them is going to be a trivia question, and the other one is going to be the giveaway for Grogu. Thank you to everybody that put in their name and their comments about what they love about the group. Yeah, as soon as Jeff is ready, we'll watch that,
Well,
and then
let's see if this works. So,
okay.
whoop, let's back this guy up. It's the same thing. So if it didn't work before, I feel like it's not going to now.
Okay, let's try one time.
Yeah, are you guys hearing it?
Not well, but it's fine. No, let's say he six it. That's fine. It's not a problem at all. We tried,
Okay.
but yeah. So if you have a chance to go to see it,
I wish it was that simple.
I know. But
All
anyway,
right, here we go.
don't
Why is
forget to
it-
stop that.
There we go. All
Okay.
right, what is going on over here?
We're out of order.
There we go.
But it's fine. But so we're gonna do a contest right now. Sorry about that, guys. To give away a pretty much finished signed poster from
Got a photo in the
Bunta Eve,
slideshow.
Texas. Has almost everybody's signature on it, and we're going to give it away. We're going to do a trivia contest, and it's going to be a Family Guy related question, and Dave or Jeff, actually Dave, yeah, Dave, I want you, it's going to be in the comments, the first person
In the
you
comments as we speak. I'm right there.
Okay. What is the name of the Empire Strikes Back Family Guy episode that was quoted in Robot Chicken, but was the title of the Empire Strikes Back Family Guy show?
Let's see who's going to answer.
We just watched it 2 weeks ago. Oh, I see a name.
There we go.
Oh, here we
It's close, but
go.
There we go. That one's better. That's the first one, anyways.
And the winner is Peter Smith. It's something.
Peter Smith.
Something.
Something dark side.
And my brother even answered. Does that mean that he gets disqualified because he's my brother? Yeah, but
Well,
Peter,
Well,
we
he should get a consolation prize at least for that. I don't know.
yeah, for being my brother.
Yes.
Okay, but Peter, congratulations. Please message me your address, and I will ship off a poster to you. But congratulations, Peter. We're very, very excited about that. And now we're going to do another one because we have a nice donation from Denuo Novo. Thank you very much, Mark, for you and your company for donating Baby Grogu. And very apt because of the new trailer that just came out. We're finally getting live action Star Wars back in the theaters. So, Dave, why don't we bring up the...
All right, we're going to get ready for the Wheel of Names, people. So let's see what we got. The Wheel of Names is going to really give us our person, our thing. Here we go, right there. The official Virtual Cantina Network Wheel of Names that is so ever-loving small. Let's see, can you... Jeff, can you blow that up to full screen for us there?
Yeah, let's see here. What cancel do? Let's go. This should do it. And then we'll turn this guy. Whoops. Just switched. Give me 1 second here.
Yep. There we are. All right. So here we go. Everybody ready for the big spin?
Yes, and don't forget the winner has to contact me with their email, and they are responsible for all shipping charges.
Yep, gotcha. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Micro, spin the bottle. Yes, Gio. Here we go. Spinning. It's like Bob Barker. It's like The Price is Right.
The big wheel.
Oh, look at there! What? No!
The winner is Nilda.
Nice.
Yay, Nilda!
That's amazing.
Congratulations.
Oh, that would have been hilarious if it was Dave. He would be like, "Wait a minute, he got stuck on his name. Like that's not." And the best funny part about it is that
was so close.
Yes, congratulations to our good friend Nilda. I know Mark's very happy about that one.
I love Nilda. I got to meet her in real life for the first time because of Rebel Scum Con. So this is what this group does. We bring people together. We were virtual friends. Now we are real life friends.
Nice.
Excellent.
She will really enjoy Grogu, which is great. I'll send her a message after this too, just to remind her.
Fantastic. Nice comment from my wife in chat right now. Yes, Amanda's very happy
Just gonna
right
pack
now.
it up and get it out.
Yes, so we'll be in contact with you, Nilda. But we're gonna wrap it up soon. But let's go through to talk about the events coming up, and also a little bit about the VCN. Let's go through the slideshow.
Mm-hmm. We have a few more slides left. We will try to get everyone out of here right by midnight Eastern.
Yeah.
I know that it is tight.
One
many
quick,
things.
quick little detour here.
What the fuck?
Yeah, well, we could
Pretty
not
much a hate
have
crime.
100,000 member extravaganza without an appearance of the flat one or the fluffy one himself.
He was on quite a tour there at one point. So
yeah, he went all around, all over the places.
There he is, right there.
Yeah.
But yes,
let's try to get through the slideshow now. Sorry,
let's
for
get
that.
through the slideshow. Let's get there. So
we really jumped the shark in that one. I mean, come on.
I'm losing momentum.
Little things in events. The weekend at Skippy's, we've done that a couple of times. Always an excuse to get together.
We got to go to Jedi Way.
And all of our meetups, friends, like, New York Comic-Con meetups, LA Comic-Con, Washington Summer Con, San Francisco is coming up, people.
Yes.
All of the watch-alongs we've done, Fan Expo, Dallas, we do one at GalaxyCon Raleigh. All the watch-alongs are meetups. Come out and see us.
If anyone wants to host a meetup in their local facility, just contact Kathy Chase. She will get you set up. We'll send you swag too. We'll get you all the stuff you need.
We don't ask permission. We beg forgiveness. That's the way that works. But yeah, and check out our friends at Hyperspace Props. If you use the code Bunta for them, you can get your 10% off your purchase for playing your Sabacc. Get your Sabacc credits and
Amazing
all
credits.
The
Can you believe
for
they had
that.
a great booth at Rebel Scum Con. They had a
look,
prime spot.
Flat Spencer's father is in the chat.
I'm so mad that I didn't get to play Sabacc in Texas, but we were so busy. I was like, I'm going to at least play one hand. There was not a minute.
Yes.
There was a lot of
But,
playing going on, even at the con.
and if you have enjoyed even parts of our show this evening, we have a lot of other shows. We've talked about them, we've alluded to them. But like, let's go through and talk about all the stuff that's on the network, man. We've got, we started here. Here's you, John. Like, this is like clips from the very first show that I could find on the YouTube channel. Tell us just a tiny bit about Star Wars 20.
Star Wars 20 was fun. It was definitely more of a production. We all had to meet at Alan's house every Monday. We had the big green screen. We had the super expensive camera. And we just talked about, we tried to fit within 20 minutes because that was kind of the goal. If you did more than 20 minutes, YouTube people wouldn't watch it. So that's why it's called Star Wars 20. So we had some method to our madness. We just talked about whatever was recent last week of Star Wars. And we had a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we kind of broke up. As you can see, there's only one left from the original. So it did happen. But we had a lot of fun. There's actually, if you look around there's like blooper reels and stuff. There's some really fun videos. I'm sure you guys found some fun videos. But yeah.
There's tons of videos. It is all still out there on the YouTube. Go take a look. We were watching Tuesday night, and it was amazing.
We need to do a watch along of some of that early stuff, like on a Thursday night. That'd be incredible.
John. Maybe we can get Alan to come on. That would be interesting.
So many of the things too. Like here, we've got breakdowns of San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, Thrawn Black Series, Dave's theories, Snoke cosplay, all of the Star Wars 20 goodness. This is all still out there on the YouTube channel. People, dig deep, dig deep. Oh,
this was one we had.
Sterling, we can make this happen.
Yes, it shouldn't be that hard. This was one thing we were very confused by the other night, but it turned out pretty funny. So it was fun to watch.
Yeah, and like I said, we have tons. Here's John goes from some of the original show to one of the oldest shows on the newly revamped YouTube channel is the Jedi Archives. Absolutely great show talking about all the High Republic comics and the stuff that's in there.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun too. That's really where I got to know Bryce, and so I was really glad I got to forge that friendship with him. And Mike I've known for a while, but Mike is like one of my best friends. So
that show has gone through some evolution as well, which is interesting.
Yeah, we're trying to change some stuff up. So
yeah, plenty of stuff and all sorts of different content, and then of course the
we got a Frozen
companion show the every other Sunday. That's that I co-host with Kat and Geo. Is the unifying force where we just kind of talk about film culture, pop culture, how Star Wars integrates into culture at large, just unifying everything together. And I so enjoy just kind of moderating some of the discussions because Kat and Geo would go down a rabbit hole that is just.
Unless the subject matter is Superman, and then it's the other way around.
Okay, yes. Okay, if the subject matter is the James Gunn Superman movie, yes, I took over, and yes, there was old man yelling at clouds. That was that. But yeah,
Unifying Force is really like the philosophy show of the network, the deep discussion, and it is for I would say, experts in Star Wars or people who want to grow their expertise in Star Wars. I love it.
Well, I thank you. We appreciate that. And we continue to try and work to get user commentary and all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Join us this Sunday for episode 99.
I can't believe we're almost at 100. It's crazy.
Clone Force 99.
Clone Force.
I can't believe that Giovanni's still in the chat. Gio should be sleeping by now.
He doesn't sleep. Gio doesn't sleep. We don't.
He's awake now. It's got to be 5 a.m.
Yeah. And then this is your first show.
Oh boy. So Rebels Revisited was such a blessing. Is probably the best way to describe it. Like just from concept of I want to do a podcast about Rebels to finding Ashley, who I knew from my days at Topps, talking with Spencer about it at Rhode Island Comic Con in 2021, and just like everything syncing up perfectly. And then we launched it right after Anaheim 2022. So we were there with little business cards, handing them out to people, being like, come check the show. And you guys made the QR for me. You guys actually designed the card and made the QR. And then I printed it on Vistaprint, and we were handing them out, getting people to join. And we ran for, like, we covered every episode of Rebels. We did listicles, we did interviews, we did thematic things, we did over 100 episodes. And then we're like, all right, we watched all of Rebels. What's next? Jeff produced it and then taught me and Ashley how to produce a show. And then, it was a blast. And it was my first time ever doing anything on camera other than like guest hosting, you know?
Yeah, super fun. And then right there, that goes straight into Clone Wars.
Yeah. Join us every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm not going to be there this Monday, but we have a good group of people covering. JB is actually going to slide in, and we may have one other host joining as well. So we've got a nice coverage here. Ski Pruckle is on every week, along with Ashley and me. We no longer need Jeff to help us produce because you've taught two of us.
Once in a while, you need a little backup, but pretty much.
Yeah, there's always something stupid where it's like, this button won't work, and it's like, help. But we have a blast on Mondays because we are deep in season 2, and Clone Wars only gets better over time.
Absolutely. And of course, we have Daughters of the Galaxy, a show that's evolved host wise a little bit as well. That's one of our Wednesday shows that we're now going to have 3 of coming up.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Daughters has been on for over a year now, almost 2 years, I think. They've covered all the major female characters across Star Wars and done some really fun things as well.
For sure.
Yeah, I loved playing This or That. That was a blast. And now we're moving Daughters to monthly to make room for I Know. So Sarah and Ashley are going to be on monthly with Daughters, and then Sarah and JB will be on monthly with I Know. And so Daughters, the next episode, they're covering Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy Season 2, and then they'll be into their holiday shopping guide, just like last year.
Yes, that's my favorite of them, I think.
Yeah, they come up with some amazing stuff. The handmade stuff, the Etsy shops are incredible.
The little individual creators, they're very good at finding those people to shop from. And then, of course, they cover really great thematic things as well. And I'm so excited for you guys to get to know Sarah and JB in a bigger way with I Know. It's going to be such a blast.
Well, and then we would be remiss without mentioning our affiliates. This is not
Night Bruce.
Not an official VCN, but this is the Nerf Hurt we sponsor, and they show on our network as well as their own, and bring just all kinds of anything and such energy to the network.
And I remember when we first talked about bringing them on, I actually text Keato, and Keato was like, yes, the Nerf Hurters want to be on our network. I say yes. And you were so excited about that, John.
Well, yeah. Well, I haven't actually got to my favorite memory, but when we do that, that'll be that.
Okay.
I'm surprised
that is not my favorite.
I think I was there for that one.
That is not
I
my
think
favorite.
I know what you're talking
I'm
about.
surprised the Nerf Herders weren't kicked off of the network before they joined.
Yeah, that night, from sneaking into the room and decorating Spencer's room was just awesome. And then just having Spencer yell at us the whole night was just great.
Oh,
well, people were getting body slammed on the couch in the
jumping off the top rope into the couch at 3 a.m.
4 in the morning. For sure.
Definitely one of my favorite memories.
And then of course we had on a limited engagement of that Star Wars Funko show. We talked all about Star Wars Funkos. That was a great one. You can see a little bit of some custom Funkoing right there on the graphic. So super amazing show.
They don't produce a Mark Truax Funko? What?
Well, they don't, but someone does. Yeah, and then Virtual Cantina Watch Along. That's primarily me, Jeff, and Spencer, but we love to have guest hosts and people on all the time. We're coming up on several of these coming here. We've got spooky season shows coming up. We've got in Thanksgiving movies that we're thankful for. We're going to be asking the Brain Trust and all of you out there is what movies you are thankful for and that you would like to watch along with.
I got one on. I was very happy last year that we could watch Under the Rainbow.
Under the
after all
Rainbow.
the pushback.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was a
also
trip.
Corvette Summer, I have to say, as well, was one that I had championed. So I got a couple on so far, which is nice. But yeah, anything sort of Star Wars adjacent, we're all about it.
Or even not.
Even
Yeah,
not.
every not. It's movies we're thankful for. This opens up
Yes,
the
all the way.
This opens up everything. Like I said, we've watched Goonies.
If it's good, if it's
and
if it's
all, as
good
well as
memories,
Star Wars
it's a
shows.
good
And
movie.
I will say that there will be a movie we're thankful for episode by the Nerf Herders watching Blazing Saddles, and it will not be the edited 5-minute version.
That'll be a fun one.
Yeah, and we're gonna spend 20 minutes like on the disclaimer for that episode.
Have somebody live on the buzzer.
The heartwarming tale of Saul. Yes, there we go. Trish, yeah, that'll be lovely. Always celebrating autographs. Frank's already had to leave us this evening, but Frank started out celebrating autographs as part of the Star Wars Autograph News, telling us all about autographing at Star Wars Celebration and at the Boonta Eve events. And that show's kind of evolved a little bit as well, because I started producing that show for Frank, and then I started kind of producing that show for Mark, and Mark and I have kind of like taken over the most recent incarnation in doing that for Japan and for Texas.
Yeah, exactly. Celebrating autographs goes beyond celebration now. We cover our own events and big things coming up. So be on the lookout for the next Texas one and whatever else.
It's a great breakdown of the show, the available people to get autographs from, and the process of getting and saving autographs. So it's really a really good show.
Thank you. Yes, it's
we already
amazing.
have suggestions besides Blazing Saddles.
Men in Tights. That's a good one.
It's a
Robin
fun
Hood
one.
Men in Tights.
So, Jason, actually, we've done that many times before. Is the
And we
holiday
do it again.
special? We do that more towards Life Day.
And usually we join forces with another podcast group, the Skywalking Through Neverland folks.
Yep.
They have a sort of a truncated version that we tend to watch. That's sort of a highlights reel of the hour 45 of the original.
Walking through the entire thing.
It's about an hour.
But yeah, and we've got our Celebration Nightly News. When Celebration is happening, there will be coverage on the network of minute to minute whatever is going on.
There will be FOMO, and we've had lots of FOMO having to be the ones at the desk.
Yeah.
But also sending the info back was interesting as well. I was actually joined from Japan this past
Oh yeah,
celebration.
I had you, and I had Skip on
Skip
speakerphone
called in
into
on
my
the first
microphone from Japan.
He was doing
Like,
the old school
we were
thing.
reporting live.
I should have done that.
It felt like CNN because you guys were
Yeah.
sending us stuff. We had PowerPoint.
This is
to show.
CNN.
It was
There
crazy.
you go.
That was a blast. We'll be doing. We
should have
might
that
do another
graphic,
live
yeah.
coverage thing for another event, maybe for Texas. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah,
And
this
then,
is
of
where,
course,
like,
all of the news desks for all of the things.
Yeah, for any upcoming con, big con, anything celebration related, lots and lots of great info.
And this is some more of our international crew that helps us with our news desk, because Gary does a lot from Blah Blah the Hut will help us out with a lot of that. And we thank Gary for joining us as often as he can. We have guests on our news desks as sometimes is promoters for different cons and things. It's absolutely great. Oh, and then this look here. I spoke too soon. I said that Rebels Revisited was Mark Von Olen's first show. No. Mark Von Olen appeared as were you still the representative for no, this is when you're
I started at Ruby's. Yeah.
So
well, it started with this. So it really Star Wars Autograph News with Frank was my first foray into the group, sort of. And then I did this little thing. But then you guys had me on for the Mando Darksaber thing as a little guest host stint.
That's when you
then
became
after that
host
it turned
material.
into it was really fun. I like built out like what was the history of the Darksaber. We watched a bunch of episodes. It was like a fun Thursday night thing. And then Spencer's like, "Do you want your own show?" And I was like, "I've got an idea for a show." So things really synced up with the Rebels thing. And then Jeff was like, "I'll produce it." And then everyone got a Darksaber and a Mando helmet somewhere. Mine just happens to be close, but I don't expect that anyone has any of their merch out.
My
because-
Darksaber.
That's the one he got right there.
There you go. Nice.
Mark, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
See?
I didn't get the memo. Obviously, mine's somewhere.
Yeah,
but yeah, everybody's on, and we've had such an amazing part of that show, and different people hosting and getting all kinds of talent. Tim Donaldson on the show, and then I got to meet him, Nick Maley, and then I was on a cruise and got to meet Nick Maley on St. Martin, where his museum is.
That's very cool.
Amazing things on the speaker series.
We saw some of these speaker series folks this past August in Texas, so that was very cool as well.
Absolutely. Saber is always well within reach there, Lon.
They're going to whip it out.
I have several sabers within reach.
And then there we go. Here is our the Rebel ScumCon interviews. This is pretty much our latest kind of show and things that were there. Yes, you get a dark saber. You get a dark saber.
Yeah, we did a bunch
Dominic's
of
our most
interviews
recent.
for Family Vacation last year. Jeff and Dave were the cameramen, and I was the on-screen. And we met with so many awesome celebrities last year. It was fantastic, and we have an even bigger list this year. So, guys, give us some grace. We were trying to do 1 or 2 a week. We've got like 25 or 30 of these, and they all have background noise from
And
the
they're
con.
all 300 minutes long.
No, some
Jeff
of them are quite long.
and AJ are like diligently cleaning the audio and fixing audio drops. You won't even, you can't imagine, because you're in a convention setting. So even with good microphones, you're going to pick up background noise. So we're doing all that. But this week it's all about the 100K. So we'll have a new one going live next week.
Yeah, and we so appreciate you at the speaker series, Naman. Those were some great ones. Like,
Yeah,
producing
Naman did a great job.
that series for you was really cool. And then, oh yes, this is Mike, John, and Bryce. The after shows, all of the after shows. And I hear we talked earlier that there might be a new one coming, John.
Well, as long as there's stuff coming out, yeah, there'll be more. So I don't know when the next show comes out, but yeah, we're gonna keep doing them.
Excellent. That will be so cool. Very cool. And from the beginning, like back to the beginnings, is unboxings. This is like our non-live show most of the time. I think we've done a couple of live unboxings, but most of the time not live, but just
Mark did one.
Anything, anytime. And this is a way that members can get involved too. If you guys want to send us a video of you unboxing something cool Star Wars, we will like edit it, rebrand it, check it out, and we will put that up on our YouTube channel. We love watching people
something
open cool stuff.
new, different, interesting. Feel free. When that dark saber comparison that John did,
yeah,
it has got amazing views on it, and it's interesting what people actually search for and are drawn to. So you never know, something that you are interested in and you get a hold of, it might draw lots of eyes. So
Nice try, Jake. You got to get something yourself and open it. That's we're not providing the merch there.
Yeah,
you send it to us, we'll unbox it.
That's right. And then the Star Wars show and tell. That's the other thing too that we can do and have viewer participation. You got something cool that you want to talk about your Star Wars? If it's your X-wing fighter from 1977 that you've had and played with and shot firecrackers out of, and tell us, show us right there, and we can brand that up for you in the Star Wars show and tell show. I love that. And then join us on Tuesday nights, people. Tuesday nights on Zoom are the funnest, the best, the greatest,
and they go deep.
They go all night. If you cannot get there right at the 7 Eastern or the 4 Pacific, I mean, they go. I generally leave at 1:30.
Yeah, you were in until 1:15, I think, at least.
Yeah.
The other night.
And then, but the West Coast
was only 10:15 here, so
yeah,
we were good to go. The crew that stays up late tends to be the West Coasters because it's not late for us. But we do have some hardcore folks like Sherry will be on for the duration.
Yes.
And she's in the what is it? Central time zone?
Central time zone, yeah.
So join that. You never know who's going to pop in. We've had all kinds of different folks join in. Jim Swearingen jumped in one day and gave us an amazing tour of his 70s Hasbro, what am I saying? Kenner. Amazing Kenner stuff, including prototypes and early versions of things that he happened to have from back then. All the great things he designed. But having him on was amazing. Just gave a different vibe. It was, having that up close and personal kind of interaction with somebody. It was almost like we were just standing at his autograph table chatting, kind of thing.
Oh, Sherry's even earlier. She's still Eastern where she is.
Oh, she's on the edge of Eastern.
So yeah, that is the Zoom mistress right there. New
She
title
lives for Tuesday.
She's a Zoom madam.
Anyway, she's on the Zoom usually along with many of us. She's very, very consistent, and it's great to see her every week. See her in person is a lot of fun too. She was just out here in Southern California hanging out with a handful of folks that tend to frequent the Zoom, and had a great time doing her thing with them. And I joined in a little bit and had a great time with them as well. So you never know what kind of connections you're going to make.
Yeah. And here's our brand new show that we talked about earlier is I Know starting October 1st. And it's just going to be
Very
a
close.
really interesting, like, couples perspective on things that happen in Star Wars and things that Sarah and Jason know about and things that they do. It will also involve mocktails and or cocktails if you so choose.
It's all about how you mix it.
There will be many things discussed and talked about and new things coming to the channel once a month on Wednesday. So we'll be doing I Know, Nerf Herders, Daughters, Nerf Herders. I know.
That's not going to be
Sarah
confusing.
gets the short end of that stick because she's going to be on every other week. Ashley gets a little bit of a break.
That's going to be more confusing than the fifth Sunday.
Oh, the fifth Sunday is the pain of our existence. It just
At
needs to
least
be every
we
other.
moved away from the fifth Wednesday or whatever it was going to be. Not fifth, but I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah. And that's kind of the thing for our shows is join us. They're all over there. They're all archived on the YouTube. All the old ones are there. It's just so much fun being on here and providing content for you all. And then, join us here. We've announced semi-recently, deposits are available. You can come right now, meet everybody in person. Like we're wearing racers here from the Jeff and Spencer have the first family vacation, just where, what was it, like 50 of us, 60 of us wearing those bright orange orange.
There's close to 80 sold. So
not everybody made it to the family vacation, but quite a few did. There was a huge contingency of VCN folks wandering through Hollywood Studios and other parks.
Yeah, we took over the Disney parks. You were just going through there and going, oh, that's a family member. Oh, that's a family member. Oh, that's a
Everybody
family
would
member.
come together and then split up, and you'd see each other peppered through the park. Very easy to spot many times over. We've done it multiple times at different parks and different events.
Come see if you can figure out how to eat a Dole Whip with a bucket on.
Yes.
I'm willing to try.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And just a couple quick shots of this. We're just going to plow through them. Just assembly line it. Just hit. We've had so many great adventures here. Part of the VCN, starting here at Rising Star Karaoke for our first event, and there's a Vandalorian. We're just going to plow through just to show a quick slideshow.
Just see what we are. This is like the first kind of thing there, and then this is that event that shall not be named. Kind of some of the
2019,
second one,
some of that. Yep.
Yeah,
Kevin was great there. First time I met
Brando.
Spencer in person. A lot of good folks.
All sorts of stuff. This is London at the Natso. Mike, I think you were out, asking about the Natso earlier in there.
Great story about one of the gentlemen that's top right with Jen and Jeremy, the guy in the black shirt. We were on the pirate tour in London, and we saw somebody on the London Tube wearing a Star Wars shirt, and we're like, you need to come to our event. And we're like, he's like, okay, cool, whatever. We give him the information. We completely forgot about it. We walked in. He was sitting there. We're like, oh, my God, we just met that guy 3 hours earlier on the Tube in London.
He absconded with someone. And then there we go. Celebration Anaheim. This is my first celebration and my first celebration with the family. And everybody's there. All sorts
John
of
with his at.
Yes.
I'm wearing my custom Flat Spencer shirt. That's the anime one.
Nice. Oh, and here we go. This is Boonty Eve in London at the Breakfast Club. Sorts of stuff. You guys can like sit there and pause it, and if you were there, see if you can find yourself there. Just so you know, pause the little video and find out. This is the Jedi Way weekends. This is like us taking over the Biltmore estate and doing a kind of run and shoot lightsaber meetup on the grounds of.
Yeah, that was a real quick and dirty shot, but it came out nice. It's very colorful and lit, interesting.
And then here you go, the beard batch right there.
Finally got to meet our Omega
for the first time. Super fun.
And the wall really tells you when this is.
Yeah,
yeah. That was
this was 22,
time.
So it was not that deep in pandemic time, but it was on that cusp.
Yeah,
and I think that's the only celebration that had the plastic wall, right? It was 22, but not.
It was 22.
Oh, celebration, yeah. But other cons kept it and have.
So in London, they dropped that, but some people they put R2 in the picture.
Oh, right, they put a physical barrier. Yeah. So then there's a bunch of shots there at Boonta Eve along the bottom, which is amazing.
And of course, Dave Filoni and Fisher Filoni.
That was
I loved it. That was so much fun with Fisher.
That was at Family Vacation.
And that top right was my birthday a couple of years ago. A whole bunch of the family met up with me at Galaxy's Edge. We took over 2 booths, as we always do. Good night, Peter.
Night, Peter. Oh, I like that, Gio. Competition for designing merch and stuff. Ooh.
We actually are talking about that.
Yeah, we're working on exactly that. So Matt McCullough is our new head of merchandise. We actually had numerous people. We should have talked a little bit about the org updates. So we brought in a few new people. Matt McCullough working on merch. Jen Bergen, who is Spencer's executive assistant. Alex, who is going to be supporting Kathy. And then Jason Barnes, who's our new programming manager, along with Sarah and JB getting a show. So thank you, everyone who volunteered or was voluntold to do some work. So if you would also like to be voluntold to do anything on the network, shoot me a message. We're actively recruiting for production help, graphics help, more event help, and actually
have an idea for a show.
Help in any sort of thing.
Yeah, whatever you can do, we'll find you use for.
At the virtual cantina, at the parks, meeting up, anywhere and everywhere, family all together. It's just so much fun.
I think I had some photos in there. Oh, there's a couple.
I'm wearing that shirt.
Yeah, you are wearing that shirt right there. You wear that shirt a lot because it's the
it's my favorite sleeveless.
And then some lightsaber meetups, dining at the Blue Bayou.
General meetups after cons.
Yep, is that's San Diego? I think is one of those.
So one of the one at the bottom is in front of the Chinese theater after we watched Deadpool Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
Top was Rhode Island Comic Con about 3 years ago
with Young Andor. That was awesome.
With Young Andor, and then lightsaber meetup. I believe this is the first lightsaber meetup that we did for Frank's in there. Then it was 24, and then this was the table that with Mark, Sully, Bree, and Sarah. And I at the Blue Bayou last year for family vacation. We had all of us had different tables.
We had broken up into multiple tables. That's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, and then this one's a famous one we saw a little bit earlier at 3210.
Yes,
so cool. I mean, come out, and you can't miss the Bananakin.
Look at Bananakin.
This Mark was Bananakin. Mark, Liberty, and Jeff.
It won me over by the end of the weekend.
The whole weekend, you were like, that fucking banana.
I know.
Here's to John Barbie for taking over the caretaking of Bananakin, because he might have been by the wayside left in Texas if it wasn't for him.
Yes, savior of the Bananakin.
It was our roommate for the weekend.
Yeah, he was sleeping in Mark's bed when Mark came home one night.
Yeah, I got back really late, and then I was like, "What is this?" But we had plenty of room. We had great rooms actually in Texas. I like that hotel a lot.
Right.
Yeah, and we'll be back there, so it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast.
So one last thing. Mark, did you want to run us through our favorite moments?
We're at 12:30, so it has to be very quick, you guys. Not a story, just a moment.
No,
My
it's fine.
favorite moment is still launching Rebels Revisited and bringing that show to everyone. I could name a million other things, but like that's always going to be really special for me and Ashley and Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff.
I was going to say my favorite moment was what Frank brought up, was encountering, meeting up with Hal to begin with, and just having Lauren happen upon us there and joining in. That was amazing.
Dave.
Well, it's not that moment because I wasn't there.
Oh, bummer.
But no, my favorite moment from the whole thing, it's the first watch along that I watched, not even one that I participated in, but the Emily Swallow watching The Mandalorian along, and just hearing that, and the magic and the camaraderie and everything that has brought, keeping me here with this group and this family.
John, what's your favorite memory besides me running out of my room with my boxer shorts screaming at you guys at 4:00 in the morning?
You remember what you said? I want to make this a shirt. You know better.
Yep.
You know better.
You know better.
Yeah, it was like, why is Spencer so mad? Oh yeah, what time is it?
I was saying, honestly, like this could be one of them too. Just seeing everybody back and like getting these memories, because it's hard to pick one. All these memories of people I used to talk to and like constantly hang out with at these events. It's really cool to come back. So honestly, this could have been one of them too.
My favorite moment, honestly, is anytime that any of us are able to get together, whether it be in person, online, or anything of that nature. Like Frank said with the autographs, when one person gets an autograph, everybody gets an autograph. When one of us is hanging out with each other, we're all hanging out with each other. Sometimes we're FaceTiming with other members. We're always texting, posting pictures. I love anytime we get to meet up with each other. And, you know, we all have normie friends, but we talk to each other in this group more than probably talk to our normie friends. So I love you all. We absolutely can't wait for the next 100,000. We can't wait to see you all in Chicago at our meetup in San Francisco. You know, going into next year with all of our different events. You know, this weekend in Florida. You know, and also at LA Comic-Con. Thank you very much for being part of our virtual Cantina family. We would not do this without you guys, and it's important for us to express positivity in this fandom. And we hope that the virtual Cantina has added a little bit more, but gear up, because some great things, you guys have absolutely no idea what is going on and what's going to happen that you guys are going to love right here on the Virtual Cantina Network. Don't forget, we are brought to you tonight by VIP Home Theaters. If you're looking to upgrade your system, go to VIPHomeTheaters.com and mention that you are, you know, a member of the Virtual Cantina family. We also have, you know, a bunch of other friends as well that we're just going to give thanks to. Don't forget, you get your shirts over at tpublic.com/user/virtual-cantina. Our brand new 100,000 t-shirts. We got 2 new ones. We also got the new We Have Family Everywhere t-shirt available right now. So very excited about that. And
we already did that one.
Thank you very much, Nilda. Don't forget, you can make your deposits right now with our U.S. travel agent, Sean Purcell, for $200 right now. We're going to be taking over the parks in Florida for Family Vacation 3, September 16th through 19th. If you have more information, up on the page.
And then, of course, watch us. All of the shows, everything that we've got going all week long is, you know, we'll be back with you on Sunday for the Unifying Force episode 99. We'll be back with you Monday with Clone Wars Revisited. And come out, join us on Tuesday, man. Join us on Tuesday. It's so much fun. Then don't forget, Wednesday, October 1st, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, the premiere of I Know. It is going to be so much fun, and I really am looking forward to seeing like how that goes down and how they talk about that.
No, it's going to be so great. And this has been dedicated to our good brother, Rich. You would have loved to see us where we are right now. We miss you. We miss you, our scribe. We think about you all the time, and we love you. But we love all of you guys. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. Mark, John, Dave, Jeff, and Frank and I, we appreciate all of you sitting with us for the last couple of hours, reminiscing about the last 8-9 years here at the Virtual Cantina Network. We can't wait for Star Wars Celebration 2027, and just you wait until you hear what we have planned for you. You guys are going to absolutely love it. We're going to end tonight with the video that we started the show with from all of our friends here. But, Mark, you want to say anything before we close out?
May the force be with you.
Jeff.
This is the way.
Dave.
I have spoken.
John.
Live long and prosper.
Asshole.
That was his line.
Yeah. Light in life. There we go.
And Dank Ferrick. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Here's our video. We love you guys. May the force be with you, and we'll see you for the next 100,000.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
So hi there.
Good morning, Virtual Cantina Network.
Hey there, Virtual Cantina Network.
Hi, everyone at Virtual Cantina Network.
Hello, Virtual Cantina Network.
Hey, Virtual Cantina Network.
Hey, Spencer and Virtual Cantina family.
Just want to give a huge shout out to Virtual Cantina Network.
And I just want to congratulate you, Virtual Cantina Network, for reaching 100,000 fans.
Hey, Virtual Cantina.
Virtual Cantina.
You guys are the best. And gals.
You guys are all awesome.
I just wanted to give a big shout out to my friends at Virtual Cantina Network.
Virtual Cantina. Her secret. You're not a secret anymore.
Virtual Cantina Network was the first group to invite me to any Star Wars related event way back at London Celebration. So again, congratulations, Virtual Cantina Network.
And I want to say congratulations, Virtual Cantina, for reaching 100,000 members on Facebook.
Woo! Congratulations, Virtual Cantina Network.
Congratulations on 100,000 members, myself included.
I just want to say a big congratulations on the 100K to Spencer and all the crew over at Virtual Cantina. Right on.
We want to say congratulations, Virtual Cantina, 100,000! Yeah!
And may the force be with you, always. Stay amazing, my friends.
May the force be with you, always. Keep up the great work.
May the force be with you.
Congratulations, guys.
And may the force be with you.
Many congratulations.
May the force be with you.
So, congratulations.
May the force be with you always.
This is the way. I've spoken.
Love, love, love you, and may the force be with you always.
You guys are amazing. All right. Cheers.
May the force be with you all.
Let's take on the Empire all together, and may the force be with you.
This is the way.
And may the force be with you, always.
Yo.